boom, 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 boom. Jesus walks, God show me the way because the devil trying to break me down. Jesus walks with me, with me, with me, with me. You know what the Midwest is? Young and restless. The rest is might strike your necklace. The next day niggas might you wanna tell these niggas who Kanye West is? I walk through the valley of the shadow of death is. Top floor, the view alone to leave you breathless. You trying to catch it? It's getting hard, getting choked by the Texas. Yeah, you heard the message. They be asking us questions, harassing the rest of us. Saying we eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast, huh? You eat pieces of shit, then what's the basis? We ain't going nowhere but got suits and cases. Hey, hey, let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, we in here. We in here. How y'all doing this morning, man? How y'all doing this morning? Let me know how I'm sounding. Let me know if I'm coming through all right. Let me know if y'all can hear me all right, man. It's such a beautiful morning. Hey, it's such a beautiful day. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Oh, man. No music today. No music today, man. Today, we just go get right into it. I'm gonna let a few of y'all get up in here, and then we gonna get to going, man. We gonna get to going. Oh man, I had the greatest sleep ever. I also played Neo 3. I'm going to say this. I don't think Team Ninja ventured too far away from what Neo 2 was, of the little bit that I played of Neo 2. It felt kind of the same-ish, which is not necessarily a bad thing because, again, it's the third entry into a series. So it's a continuation, I guess. It is, if you like those type of games, which I have to say y'all do, because I mean, look at Elden Ring. It's pretty fucking great, man. It's pretty fucking great, man. I'm gonna tell you what I've realized too, right? Because I've just been on Twitter just like lambasting these fools. It's been a pretty joyous occasion for me, because I'm just sitting up here watching people make themselves look like absolutely like fucking idiots. I mean, I think, you know what? Fuck it. I think Xbox niggas have lost their fucking minds. Now, I don't get on Nintendo niggas too much because it's like Nintendo niggas, like, y'all hypocrites for sure. Y'all Nintendo niggas is hypocrites for sure, but I've been seeing, I hate to say it, man. I've been seeing some of these clips of this Mario Kart World shit, and I'm like, dog, why are these clips looking so nasty, dog? I'm like, there's no fucking way this game looks this nasty. Whatever. Anyway, hopefully you Nintendo niggas have fun with that Switch Pro that y'all got, nigga. Enjoy that shit, right? But the Xbox niggas, they are on a whole nother level of stupid. Let me tell you, I had a guy tell me, and he was dead ass serious. I had a guy tell me, you can't compare the state of play to a dev direct. And I said, so the dev direct is what? Them showing multiple games, right? And also having the devs come out and talk about the games that they just show, right? And I said, what is the state of play? Because just about every state of play I've seen, they showcase the game and then they have the fucking devs come out and talk about it, which I fucking hate that part. I like when they just go game. I don't really want to hear it from the devs, my nigga. Like, there's nothing the devs are gonna tell me that I either didn't already see or already felt about the game. And I really don't want to hear them explaining the technical aspect of the game. I don't really want them to give me a breakdown. I mean, we've seen what we saw, right? Like, you can't take that back. And I was like, so what would you compare the state of play to? I mean, because the state of play is like 40 minutes. The dev direct is also like 40 minutes to an hour. What would you like to compare the state of play to, if not the dev direct? And then what I've noticed is when you talk to these fools on Twitter, bro, the one thing they always do is try to change the conversation. They try to change the conversation. So here was the conversation, right? The conversation was, oh, damn. Y'all say that this state of play was mid. It was a 6 out of 10 or 5 out of 10, or hell, I even seen a 4 out of 10, right? Or either a 4 out of 10. But y'all gave this dev direct like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, said that this was an A+ effort. And I just couldn't make sense out of that. I couldn't make sense out of that. One dude, I was like, he was like, he pointed out, right? He was like, well, in the Xbox Dev Direct, one of those games are gonna be a game of the year. And I was like, are you talking about Expedition 33? And I'm like, if that's what you're talking about, do you know that that was shown on PlayStation State of Play before it ever came to the Direct? Again, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this community of quote unquote gamers, right? If your argument is you wanted to see more first party stuff, fine. I ain't got no argument for you. None whatsoever. I have zero argument for you. But if your argument is you didn't like what you seen, I'm doubting that y'all niggas even like video games anymore, bro. I'm serious. At this point, I don't think y'all niggas really like video games no more. I mean, you can call it what you want. You might think that I'm, being harsh or whatever, but unfortunately, we have ended up in the, oh my God, I forgot I had this damn speaker on. Give me a second. I ain't gonna lie, y'all was about to hear one of the loudest screeches in y'all ear if I didn't realize that, because I was slowly sliding the mic volume up because I don't want it to be too loud, but I want you to be able to hear the full volume of this sexy ass voice in your ear. But listen, all jokes aside, real shit. I don't think. Shout out to CFix. He says Sony has always released around 2 to 3 games a year, and they're still doing that, so it makes no sense why people are complaining. Here's the thing. I understand that, CFix, and I definitely appreciate the super chat, brother. But hear me out here. Hear me out here, right? Look, while I enjoyed the state of play, right? I even think that the state of play, if not for them showing that Ghost trailer, I would have gave it a 9 myself. But I'm gonna have to settle on the 8.75, nigga. Don't ask me what the 0.75 is. Just accept it. Just accept it and know that I gave it an 8.75. No, but I thought it was a really good state of play. I thought it was a really good state of play. Here's the problem that I have, right? The problem that I have with all of this is that if this state of play was an Xbox Direct or an Xbox Showcase, niggas would have thought that this shit was amazing. But because it was Sony, somehow, some reason, it's graded on a curve, nigga. Like, it's graded differently. It's graded differently. And I'm like, bruh, I don't think that makes any sense. And I noticed this a long time ago. I noticed this when Expedition, that Clear Obscure Expedition 33 showed up on the Xbox dev thing, and niggas was like, oh my God, this is so amazing shit. Oh, this is, and I'm like, dog, this is the same shit that was at the state of play that y'all said was garbage. That y'all said was garbage. But now, all of a sudden, y'all hyped for this same fucking game? Like, really? Really? And then I started looking around, and what I've known is that the creators seem to be the worst. It's almost like the creators want you, and when I say creators, I'm talking about the content creators. The content creators use state of plays as a way to farm engagement. I guess it's called rage baiting. And I think that's the technical term for it that you would use, is rage baiting, because they are never satisfied with what Sony is doing. Never. Absolutely not. Now, I do add a caveat here, right? I'm not mad if you want to see Sony's first party, because again, I know people want to see a full showcase with a whole bunch of Sony studios, a whole bunch of shit that say PlayStation Studios. They want to see that. But hear me out. I don't think they would be happy even if they seen that. I think they use this whole first party narrative to have this fake outrage. And I think the fake outrage would still exist even if they came back and did a full, I'm talking about a 3-hour showcase. And I'm only saying 3 hours. I know they never did a fucking 3-hour showcase. But if them niggas came out and did a 3-hour showcase and showcased 12 first party games, these niggas would still find something to complain about. They would still find something to be mad about. They would still find something to be upset about. They would not say, whoa, Sony, you did a great job. You know the shit that I heard that blew my fucking mind? This is how I know it doesn't matter what Sony does. It's always going to be a problem. I heard, I saw one person say, oh, it was too many Eastern games in this showcase for me. It was too many Eastern games. That's not my taste. I said, hold on. Let me get this straight. Cause I be having to put this shit together, dog. I know y'all niggas don't. But I be having to put this shit together, and I'm like, dog, this shit does not compute. It does not compute with me, dog. I'm like, first, y'all complain that Sony left Japan and they ain't got no ties in Japan, and where is the Japanese games, and da. Nigga, they had a showcase where I don't think a single Western developer was there. Listen, I might be wrong, but this shit seemed like more of a focus on Asia, nigga. And he was like, yeah, I don't like that, dog. Like, this shit, nah, this is too Eastern for me, nigga. I'm like, hold on. Wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. I said, hold on. Bruh, there's no way. Dog, there's no way. I'm like, dog, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. All they were doing previously was this Western shit. Then they moved over to this Eastern shit, and now y'all niggas is complaining about them having too many Eastern fucking developers, bruh. I said, huh. But these are the same people that was happy for Persona to go to like the Xbox. These are the same people that's still begging for Final Fantasy. These are the same people that just complain to no end that Sony doesn't have any Japanese games. These are the same people who pretended like they gave a damn about that Nexus game. I forgot what the fuck was that game called. Y'all remember the game that went to Game Pass? It was called something Nexus, I think. I'm just like, bruh, I see why PlayStation does not listen to its quote unquote fans at this point. Scarlet Nexus, yeah, there you go. I understand why PlayStation doesn't listen to its quote unquote fans, because these niggas ain't fans. These niggas ain't fans. They are not. They pretend to be PlayStation fans when truly you should just be a fan of gaming. And if you're truly just a fan of gaming, then guess what? You should have been overly excited for this show. Hell, even if you're not a PlayStation gamer, the vast majority of those games were multiplat, and y'all still had something to fucking like. What are we doing here? what are we doing here? I mean, I don't even understand why anybody would have been mad going into this. Well, with the exception of that Marvel token game, and maybe Ghost of Yotei, and you know, some more shit that's exclusive to the PlayStation, but it still was a majority of multiplats. This is going to be the same shit with the next fucking show that happens, bruh. This is gonna be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing with the next show that comes up. When the Summer Games Fest, when that happens tomorrow, it's going to be a bucket of fucking multiplat games, bro. And with a few exceptions, with a few exclusives here, there, in the third, right? But for the most part, if you're going into the Summer Games Fest, you should be happy and excited about all of the games that are being presented. You should not be upset to any degree. But for some reason, everybody gotta make this into a battle cry, a battle of war. I don't even take, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even take Xbox niggas serious, bro. I truly 1000% don't take Xbox niggas serious, bro, because you're trying to compare what Sony does with studios they built versus what Microsoft has done by buying multi-platform publishers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, yeah, they're pretending like Microsoft didn't just spend $90 billion to buy up multi-plat publishers, nigga. These games were already coming to PlayStation, nigga. Microsoft ain't doing Sony no favors, bruh. They're not doing them no favors, bruh. If anything, nigga, they're trying to save their own ass because their base of people don't buy games. Their base of people don't buy fucking games, bruh. So what are we talking about here? Like, what conversation are we having? When I see Xbox niggas talking about some, where's Sony first party, nigga? I'm like, nigga, they doing what they always been doing, nigga. They out here creating. What the fuck are you talking about? Because I ain't gonna even lie to you, bruh. That fucking Marvel token game, nigga, they kept that shit silent as a motherfucker. None of the fake leakers had a clue. Cause nigga, we were pleasantly surprised by that showing, and the way they did it was fucking genius. It was absolutely genius. I ain't gonna lie, the shit pissed me off when fucking Ghost of Yotei came up there,
And for some reason, people keep saying, oh man, I want to see more of Ghost of Yotei. I'm like, dog, we're gonna see more of Ghost of Yotei, bro. We gonna see a whole goddamn state of play dedicated to Ghost of Yotei. I will see it then, bro. But I don't need to see this shit for a third time, bro. I wanted this showcase to introduce all new games. First of all, they brought back the fucking fuck nigga walking game, the goddamn baby steps. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck about baby steps. Not at all. Not my cup of tea. I'm not gonna play it. I don't know why they keep showing it. Ain't nobody finna buy this shit, dog. I think you're gonna have a very bare minimum of people who even try that game. Dog, that game is something I'm not even interested in trying it, because I don't see a game where you teaching a grown ass nigga how to walk being something that I would be interested in. I don't know what you talking about, Darcy. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. To each his own. I ain't even gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you about it. I just know what I'm not interested in, and that is something that I am fucking not interested in at all, in any sense of the word. For any stretch of the imagination, nigga, that has never been on my bingo card. I have never said to myself, well, you know what? If only I could play a game where I'm a grown ass nigga trying to learn how to walk, nigga. Because you are not gonna convince me that that is a baby. That's a grown ass man. That nigga credit score is 730. That nigga credit score is 7 goddamn 30. That is not no goddamn baby, bro. Ain't no way you go. But either way, regardless, even if it was a baby, I wouldn't want to do that with no baby either, nigga. Like, what are we talking about? There's another game, Karen. I do not see the appeal in just climbing if I'm not doing it in VR, bro. If they would have made that in VR, I'd have probably been interested, because it would have been more mechanics where you actually moving and getting shit done, right? But just with a controller in my hand, just kind of scaling mountains and shit, bro, I think I'm cool. I think I'm cool on that, right? So the show was not without fault, right? It was not without games that I didn't want to play. But how am I gonna score something against something that I'm not interested in playing? I don't know. The game might be a great game. Both of those games might be great fucking games. The problem is it's not for me, buddy. It's not for me. And I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like it is for me. Now, hold on. Back it up a little bit though. That fucking hold on, let me pull this shit up. Yo, I don't know what it is, dog. I don't know why it is, but bruh, I get niggas so heated by just telling them the truth, dog. I don't know why that is, bro. I don't know why that is, bro. And honestly, like, they be upset, like they be really, really mad. Like, and I can tell that they're mad. I could see it within their soul that they're actually mad, and they don't know that I am laughing at you relentlessly because you're upset and you're arguing with a profile picture, nigga. Like, that's the funny part about Twitter, is that I think if you stop talking, people think they won. When really it is just that you don't see any reason to continue the conversation. That's the shit that they never really realize. Hold on, let me go back to this though. Hold on, where is it? God damn it, why can I find? Oh, here it is. I'm like, where the hell is Streamlabs? Shit done disappeared on me. This my joint. I'm definitely very, 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 very excited to play this. I think this is gonna be really, really dope if done right. If it's done right, if it runs proper, if it's not like janky bullshit, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. Man, you need to try it, Corey. You need to try it, Corey. I'm not gonna lie, man. It is funny as hell. Like, I think some people really think they're gonna change your mind. I never go into a conversation on Twitter thinking that I'm gonna change any of their minds. I don't even attempt to change their minds, nigga. I just make statements and it just get their ass up in arms, bruh. And then I just watch them argue for like the next day or two. Like, it is the most incredible thing. But no, you can't. How did you walk away from this not thinking that this joint was fire, dog? Like, seriously. Shout out to my man Swallow. You know what? Swallow. Why PlayStation pushed that Ghost of Yotei gameplay demo all the way to July proves that PlayStation are already pleased with the pre-orders. The next trailer is pretty much targeted to possible new crowd of people than us. That's a fact. I agree 1000% with that. They should be okay with that because Ghost of Yotei is going to be fire and everybody knows it's going to be fire. They truly don't have to push that any further. But again, as a gamer, please look at this gameplay and tell me that you would see this, walk away from this and be like, yeah, nah, that shit trash, dog. That shit trash, dog. I'm good, dog. I'm straight on this, dog, man. Fuck that shit, dog. That shit trash, dog. Like, I don't know what's wrong with these niggas today, bro. I don't know what's wrong with the quote-unquote gamers today, bro. I think they've been in the trenches so long that they have forgotten how to like enjoying shit. I don't know if it's truly astounding to me, right? But like I said, what I won't dismiss, this is what I won't dismiss. So I want to be very clear with this, right? I'm not dismissing people wanting to see PlayStation's first party stuff. I'm not. But my question is, why is your entire identity about PlayStation first party? That's my question. Like, don't get me wrong. I know the answer that I'm gonna get. It's going to be the obvious. Well, remember last generation, and I agree. Last generation, they went hella hard. I'm talking about, nigga, they was back to back. They was bugging. But I think they are doing things in a more spaced out way for a reason. I feel like they're doing it because they want to give their games time to breathe, bro. That's what I truly believe that's what it is. I feel like they don't feel like they're truly capitalizing off of their releases because they have so many releases in the pipeline. They have so many games that people are expecting that people are purposely missing the games because either one or two reasons. Either there's just so much or they want to wait for a sale or some shit like that. I don't know. And that you really can't combat because some people are just cheap. Like, again, I feel like Returnal should have gotten more sales than it did initially, right? Like, I don't know where they are now because Sony hasn't released any updated numbers. But the last time they did release numbers, I think they were just under 1 million. They were at like 750,000 or something like that. And what people told them basically is, hey, we get that you put a lot of effort and work into this game, but we don't give a fuck. And that's PlayStation guys. So I don't see how the same PlayStation guys that don't buy games or don't want to buy games are the same PlayStation guys complaining that PlayStation ain't putting out 32 games at one time. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, because you got to look at this from both sides of the coin. PlayStation is still a business at the end of the day. Whether you think about it or not, whether you care about that fact or not, they still are a business at the end of the day. And if you're worried about, oh, why aren't we seeing more of their first party games? Because y'all niggas put more effort into buying third party games. It's just the truth. It's just the fact of the matter. Whether you like to admit it or not, it is what it is. It is what it is. Y'all niggas jumped to buy Sea of Thieves, bro. Y'all jumped to buy Sea of Thieves, but y'all ain't jump with that same enthusiasm and that same fucking, oomph when it comes to PlayStation first party games. So what are you telling PlayStation? Because it's all about the messaging, right? And they only listening to the money. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell you something. If y'all was going out and buying these games in droves, like y'all pretend like y'all want to, guess what? Guess what? You would get a lot more output. You would get a lot more output. But they got to space this shit out because they got to make this shit work. That's why we getting all these fucking remasters and shit, nigga. They still trying to recoup from the games y'all didn't buy previously. Tis what it is, man. Tis what it is. So you can be mad, true, but you got to understand every action has a reaction. So when I'm creating and I'm putting out fire, you should go out and buy fire, but you choose to listen to reviewers who maybe had a reason to push a fucking narrative. And instead of you moving on your own terms and buying games that you're just purely interested in, you wait for people to tell you it's okay for you to buy a game. Make it make sense. None of y'all are truly leaders, especially if Metacritic is the metric for you to purchase a game. That's why it's shout out to Board Country. He said that's why it's all PC this, PC that. Now there's little reason to own PS5 if games like Spider-Man get PC announcement 9 months after release. It all depends. It all depends on what you want. You make the biggest difference here. If you want to if you want, or if you don't like playing on PC, if you don't want to build a PC, then the console, that's your bag. The problem is that Sony, they're unwilling to release live service games just purely on PlayStation because y'all niggas don't buy it. Y'all wouldn't buy it. But then y'all get mad when it says PlayStation PC because they're looking for a bigger audience. Everything that's happening with PlayStation, it is not PlayStation doing worse. It's all reactive to what y'all have done in the past when the main focus was the PlayStation gamer. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. They had to react to a market that was basically telling them, all this effort and money that you putting into these games, we don't give a fuck, nigga. We want it for free. We want it in a service. We want it on some Xbox shit. I'm not gonna be shocked. I know a lot of people don't give a fuck about PC gaming. I see it all the time. Don't get me wrong. It's the console market is looking better and better. As all this bullshit go on with these tariffs, that shit ain't just affecting consoles, nigga. The PC market is affected in the exact same way. But it's even worse because the PC parts were already expensive. So now they're extremely expensive. Now they're overly expensive. So, it is what it is. It's all about money at the end of the day, though. It's all about money at the end of the day. And again, like I said, if y'all really wanted a better response from PlayStation, then y'all should have had a better response when it came to these games. But what did y'all do? Y'all didn't buy these games. And then when the game went into like the game catalog or the service, y'all niggas played and was like, oh man, can't believe I'm just now playing this. Yes, you can. That was a choice. That was a choice you made. But the thing is, just because it ended up in the game catalog don't mean that you playing it is bringing in revenue. So y'all worried about their output and why they're not putting out as many games as they were putting out before. Look at what y'all did sales wise. That'll be the answer to your question. I'm not confused. I know exactly why PlayStation moving in the manner that they moving. But it's all reactive to what PlayStation fans, or the quote unquote fans, the way they decided to do things. That's it. It's all on y'all. It's all on y'all. Y'all keep wondering why they keep trying to go for this live service shit, but then y'all totally looking past the fact that the live service games are the biggest games on the platform. The Maddens, the EA Sports, the Call of Duties, the fucking Fortnites, the fucking Minecrafts, the Roblox. Yeah. Those are the biggest games. The GTAs. Those are the biggest games on the PlayStation platform, and y'all pretending like the single player games are the biggest games on PlayStation. Y'all pretending like y'all don't understand. That's why this shit be funny to me, because I don't know if y'all be serious or not. I truly don't know if y'all are actually serious when y'all be pretending to be up in arms, or if y'all are really being serious. I remember when that Fallout shit came out and y'all niggas was all over that Fallout, the Jelly Bean game. Y'all was all over the Jelly Bean game. But y'all don't understand why PlayStation is trying to really push for this live service shit. Like, y'all really don't understand it. Y'all really don't get it. You think they don't see the money that they making from Gran Turismo? You think they don't see the money that they making from MLB The Show? You think they don't see the money that they're making from transactions done through Fortnite, transactions done through Call of Duty, transactions done through all of these fucking games? And you really think they're sitting there and not saying they want to capitalize on this shit? Again, I think y'all forget the fact that Sony is still a business at the end of the day. Shout out to Boar Country. Live service games are the reason why the gaming industry is going to shit. Where can you play a game, finish it, buy another one, and move on? Wait, hold on. Let me read that again. Live service games are the reason why the game industry is going to shit. All right, that's the first sentence. Where can you play a game, finish it, buy another one, and move on? Yeah. No, that's true. That would be single player games. That would be hell, that'll be fucking some live service game. Some live service game, you play that shit and you be done with it. Like, not all live service games stick the way that some of these, like GTA 5 is I don't know if we ever gonna see shit like GTA 5 again. I know everybody's hyped up for GTA 6, but I don't know if we'll ever see some shit like GTA 5 again, or GTA 5 online again. I just don't know. I don't know if it was a product of its time or if it's going to translate over to this new game. We will see come next year, though. But as per your question, though, Borbor, I know where you're going with this, but please go look at, don't take my word for it. Go look at the sales charts and look at the games that are consistently at the top of the PlayStation charts. It is not single player games. I can assure you that. You can believe it or you don't have to. What's up, the Almighty? What's good, big dog? Cause y'all so-called PlayStation niggas didn't check them and speak with wallets. What do you mean? PlayStation is the way it is because people have spoke with their wallets. Literally. They without a shadow of a doubt spoke with their wallets. Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, Gran Turismo, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, FIFA, NBA 2K, etc. Top of the charts. Absolutely. And what's the common theme with every last one of those games? Don't forget the college football or the Madden. Can't forget that. Don't forget the MLB The Show either, because that shit is always there. It ain't got shit to do with PlayStation marketing, my boy. It has nothing to do with PlayStation marketing, my boy. Those are the games with mass appeal. Those are the games that people pretty much hop in, play for a little bit, hop out. The casuals are the biggest thing on PlayStation, bro. I don't think there is a hardcore. There's no hardcore anymore. There is no hardcore. Trust me, I've seen the people who I thought were hardcore. Nah, them niggas is definitely casuals now. I don't know if it's just them changing with the times, but they, again, all of these games, gamers spoke with their wallets. They spoke with their wallets. So that's exactly, Wolfgang. Exactly. 1000%. Gamers spoke with their wallets. PlayStation, I'm pretty sure their chief financial officer, they've been looking at the numbers, they've run the numbers, and they're looking at this shit and they're saying to themselves, dude, our single player games are selling this, i.e. Astrobot. I think it sold like 1.5 million in a month or a couple of weeks or some shit like that, right? Versus Grand Theft Auto 5 still selling probably that per week or some shit like that, right? Or the amount of revenue that they're making from NBA 2K, from GTA 5 online transactions, from COD skins and DLC and shit like that. They're looking at those numbers versus the single player numbers, and y'all are confused, but y'all are confused why they're not doing this super ultra push for single player games. And here's the thing, just because I'm saying they're not doing a super ultra push, they are still pushing their big budget single player games. Ghost of Yotei is on the way. Death Stranding 2 is on the way. Intergalactic is on the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, Wolverine is on the way, bro. Soros is on the way. Y'all be pretending like PlayStation just ain't putting out games, bro. They are putting out games. Again, they're just spacing them shits out, bro. They're maximizing possible revenue that could be gained from these single player games. Because again, y'all telling them y'all don't want the live service shit, which means y'all don't want them to make the revenue that will help fund the single player games. But at the same time, y'all not buying the single player games either. So what does that say about PlayStation fans for real? What does that say about PlayStation fans for real? The numbers that, while Final Fantasy VII Rebirth numbers were good, if I was PlayStation, I would never push, never really push to get third-party deals that probably cost me over 300-400 million. That game pushed like 3 million in like 3 days or some shit like that. But then y'all niggas fell right off the fucking cliff with it. And while I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth did phenomenally, right? It should have done a lot better. Especially for niggas that appear to be excited to play fucking Hi-Fi Rush and fucking Indiana Jones and fucking Sea of Thieves. Y'all niggas have been more excited to play these bum-ass Xbox games that you wouldn't even buy an Xbox for than the games that Sony is going out of their way to get for you. Like Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade should have definitely pushed higher numbers. 1000%. 1000%. Should have done much better than it did. But see, y'all don't want to have those conversations, but y'all always want to have these silly ass first party conversations. Y'all telling them that y'all like third party better than first party, but y'all want to have first party conversations. Oh, where's Sony's first party? Where is their first party? I don't like this show. I didn't see enough first party. That's y'all. That's y'all for real. But then when you ask these same people, what first party games have y'all been buying from PlayStation? Let me tell you, I can tell you right now, a lot of y'all dudes are dudes who be like this. Returnal. Oh man, this game looks so good. Oh my God, can't wait for it to release. Thank you, Sony. Thank you, Housemarque. Y'all should buy Housemarque. Oh, y'all should buy up Housemarque right now. Oh my God, Returnal looks so good. It's so phenomenal. And then Returnal release, and then it's like, well, dog, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Right now, the way my backlog looking, my nigga. The way my backlog looking, my nigga. I mean, like the way my life is set up right now. Like the way my life is set up right now. Like I just can't do Returnal right now at this moment. But yeah, what's the next game, Sony? What's the next game you putting out, Sony? Sony, where's your next first party game, Sony? What is the next game? Niggas be demanding a whole bunch of shit that they not go buy, man. Niggas be demanding a whole bunch of shit that they not go buy, bro. Yeah, Kena. Kena is another one of them games, bro. I remember it like yesterday, Smartin. I remember it like yesterday. Niggas are like, oh my God, this game looks like a Disney Pixar movie. Oh my God, I hope Sony buys the studio. I hope Sony, they got a good relation. Niggas be knowing all the statistics. All the statistics about the company, about the development team, about what they did in their previous life, nigga. Like, they know everything about it. And as soon as it come time to play the game, bro, shit, dog. Well, you know, my check ain't hit this week, dog. Like, you know, I'm still trying to figure out how to get a PlayStation 5, nigga. Like, I want one, but, you know, like, shit, goddamn, like, I just can't do it right now, man. I can't fit it right now. Like, man, my time, dog. Like, you know, I work so much, you know, so, you know, I'm barely home. Niggas be like, I was like, dog, you be sitting on Twitter all day, nigga. Ain't no way you at work and you sitting on Twitter all day, bro. That's impossible, bro. Those two things can't go hand in hand because you do so much goddamn typing. There is absolutely no way that you on somebody's job, on somebody's clock, doing work for somebody, and your ass is fully focused on this conversation that your ass is having on this Twitter, on the Twitters. Sick MKW is legit, but it's worth 50 to 60, not 80. What's MKW? I feel like I'm having a brain fart right now. Oh, Mario Kart World. I was looking at it, I'm like, what the fuck is MKW? And I started thinking about the games, like, what game is MKW? All right. I thought he was talking about the Mortal Kombat collection for a minute. Like, I was like, nah, that's not MKW, though. That'd be MKC, nigga. Like, well, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell y'all something about worth and about value and shit like that, and I gotta be extremely honest with you. A game is worth whatever you're willing to pay for it. A product is worth whatever you're willing to pay for it. That's just what it is. Again, we put these standard values that have been around for ages on these games and try to hold them to that, or try to say a game is worth this, that, and the third. But $50 to $60 ain't worth it. It ain't what it was worth years ago. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And that's where you get with inflation and all of this good shit. Like, it's $50 to $60 like 10 years ago ain't what it is today. So that value that you're holding, that $50 value that you're sticking to right now, the value is totally different today. Totally different today. I mean, again, that's why I don't really get into the whole pricing thing. And I mean, I guess, like I said, I got to stick with the whole, it's whatever you think it's worth. Like me, I don't think the Switch is worth what they're asking for it. That's why I would never buy one. But that's to me. To somebody else, shit, they probably would have paid $500, $600, $700, $800 for it. You know what I'm saying? If that's what Nintendo priced it at. Me, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it at all in its current form and for what they're charging for it. But hey, if you went out and bought one, Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully it's worth your time. I wouldn't do that to myself again. Because like I said, my original Switch, it spent way more time in its case than it was with me playing it. I'm not doing that again. Same thing with Xbox. Xbox gave absolutely zero reason to fucking want one or buy one, and it had no value to me. It had no value to me. Somebody who has a beefy rig, I'm cool on Xbox. Every last one of their games go to PC, bro. And I have no problem with turning on my PC and getting busy if I want to. So I see no value in the Xbox, same way I see no value in the Switch too. Just saying. Just saying. But back to the conversation though. We are in a time where you got people asking for things that they would never pay for. Or you got people asking for things, and when they finally get whatever it is that they were asking for, they don't actually contribute. They don't actually support. So, you know, at this point, PlayStation like, nigga, we just gonna do whatever the fuck we want to do, nigga. If y'all niggas want to go with it, go with it. If not, I feel you, dog. Because, again, they can't depend on PlayStation gamers, bro. And, again, this is not me down-talking or bad-talking PlayStation gamers. This is just the reality of PlayStation. The reason why PlayStation PC exists is because y'all decided, and when I say y'all, I'm only talking about the people it apply to. If you a person who out here buying all your games and shit like that, I am not talking to you. I promise you, this is not for you. This is for all of the people who complain, who do not buy, but are always asking for shit. Those are the people that I'm talking to. If you know you buy your games, if you know you play your games, I am not talking to you. Not talking to you at all. But that's the one thing that I hate. I hate to see niggas that's always begging and asking for shit. You always like tagging PlayStation and telling them they need to do this, that, and the third. But you spending the least amount of money, bro. And you think that they can't see that. Again, they don't see you on an individual basis. They see PlayStation gamers as a collective. And as a collective, we are not doing our part successfully, bruh. We are not doing, and I'm saying we because I'm speaking as a collective. For me, I've spent way too much money with PlayStation. Way too much. Sometimes I be thinking about it. Like, dog, is it even kind of worth it anymore, bro? But at the end of the day, dog, that's where my comfort zone is with gaming, bro. I like to just grab my control, hit a button, nigga, the TV turn on, and I just get to it on the PlayStation, bro. The PlayStation, the games look beautiful on it. I ain't got no problem with performance in most games, and, you know, it just works for me. And, again, this is a person that's talking to you that I have a 4090, right? Like, I have an actual beefy rig that could fucking play these games. It's just, I don't like the rigmarole that go along with the fucking PC gaming side of things, bruh. I'm not with having the trouble, and it's, dog, that's a consistent thing that people just don't like to tell you, bro. The inconsistency with games, the inconsistencies with compatibility. Sometimes the developers build the game around AMD chips. So then if you got an Intel build, your shit is just crashing all over the place for no fucking reason. Then they finally get your shit updated. Then come to find out they got a deal on the back end with AMD video cards. So if you got an NVIDIA card, nigga, your shit just ain't even performing the way it should. Like, it's just so much that goes along with the PC game that it's just not worth it at the end of the day, dog. Again, all I want to do is hit the button, jump into the game, and start fucking playing. I'm cool with all of the other shit. Now, if I have to turn on the rig to play a game because it's just not on the PlayStation, then I will do that. But in this day and age, nigga, we are getting to the point where that's not even a situation. Like, it's not even a deal. It's not even, dog. Everything is pretty much coming to the PlayStation unless it's some Nintendo shit. Unless it's some Nintendo shit. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you something about PC gamers that this is a secret, and I'm sorry, PC gamers. I apologize, but I gotta let them know. A lot of these dudes do not play games, bro. A lot of them benchmark, take screenshots and shit like that. They don't really be playing these games, though. When you look through their completion, them niggas don't be completing nothing. Now, you do have a subset of gamers who actually do play video games on PC, so I'm not saying all, but I'm talking about the vast majority, especially the content creators that be on fucking YouTube and on Twitter and shit. Them niggas don't be playing and finishing no games, nigga. These niggas be wanting to be digital foundry and shit now. Like, nigga, you want to tell me performance analytics about a fucking game, nigga? You want to tell me the frame rates you getting? Like, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I might be one of the few people that don't really see the need for digital foundry. As a matter of fact, speaking of that, I just saw a tweet from Digital Foundry where they said Sony has fixed the VRR stutter on the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro. And I was like, what in the fuck are they talking about? I kid you not. I kid you not. I was so confused because I legitimately don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I legitimately don't know what the hell they're talking about. And again, this ain't damage control. I promise you, I am not trying to sit up here and tell you this because I'm trying to save face for PlayStation or something like that. I honestly don't know what the fuck they were talking about. I honestly don't know what they're talking about. So when they were talking about that, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, glad they fixed it. I'm glad they fixed the. I'm glad they fixed the problem. I was so confused, Corey. And VRR is always enabled, nigga. I even enabled it on the old games, nigga. I got that shit. I got that shit turned on by default, bro. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? I was so goddamn confused, bro. Yeah, nah. This state of play was fire. This is one of my biggest takeaways from the state of play. And I just thought that this shit was crazy, bro. When I first saw this part, I'm like, nigga, this shit is crazy. So I'm gonna play this one more time for y'all, nigga, because this is my shit. Shout out to Board Country. He said, if you listen to Digital Foundry, you might think that all you need is a 5090. It comes with controllers, OS RAM, operating system RAM, motherboard, PSU, heatsink, CPU, etc. Yeah, that's how they talk. They talk about PC versus consoles based off of one part, and I always thought that was weird too. Again, I guess they need something to have a war with between this shit, so you know. Nah, sick. I did notice stuttering on some games in VRR, Spider-Man games, and Horizon Forbidden West. Bro, I played both of those games, got the platinum in both of those games. I don't know what type of TV you have, but nigga, I ain't see it on my LG, nigga. And at that time, I played it on my LG C2. Oh, no. Wrong. Spider-Man. Yeah, no. That was my LG C2. Yeah. I'm telling you, Suda51 and Grasshopper Manufacturer goated. Yeah, nah, this shit look good, dog. This is one of them games where I'm really not gonna give a fuck about a story, nigga. I'm just gonna be out here doing some cool ass shit. But this looks phenomenal, bro. This looks phenomenal. Phenomenal. Facts. My next takeaway from that show is this right here. Actually, no. Before then, this fucking blew my fucking mind, dog. I was like, bro, I've been waiting on this shit forever, nigga. I've been waiting on this forever. Forever. This was probably my most anticipated when they showed this shit. And I was like, man, this is gonna be next level, like some Death Stranding shit, because it looks so different. But Capcom been snapping. Capcom been snapping this gen, man. Whether y'all care to agree or not, Capcom been snapping, bruh.
Shaping the line between dreams and reality. We create life for our future. Delphi Corporation. Now let's see about getting passed through to Earth. And why are these things trying to kill us?
There you are. All better.
You patched me up?
I am DI-03367. They are Pragmata creators.
Hang on a second. Don't you have a name or something? I'm good. Get behind me!
Bro, this shit look phenomenal, bro. This shit looks so good.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through. What the?
Bypassing first and second firewalls. Hooking control protocols. Initiating hack.
Hey.
Beautiful.
D.I.
I said I am DI.
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Dirty Diana. Oh. Dirty Diana. Oh. These troll ass niggas, man. I've seen this so many times, and when I see it, it still feels like a crazy ass troll. It's real. We for real. It's real. I guess they've been hearing the chatter. A game that people were excited for, but I'm not excited for, was the Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah, I think that's the first Final Fantasy game I think I'm gonna skip. I think I'm gonna skip that one. I'm cool on that one. Everybody keep telling me that it was good though. I think I'm okay though. I think I'm okay. You know, after giving this a second look, I said, man, I might have to fuck with this. This looks a tad bit different. It's like a fucking game based off of origami. And I don't know if I was paying attention, but this. I'm gonna tell you what this is for me. Right? This isn't like super high on the ladder. This is like after I've played like a AAA game that, you know, just took me through the ringer or whatever, or if I just get like that AAA fatigue, because that shit is real. People ain't gonna tell you, but that shit is real. You get a you get AAA fatigue, and you just need a palate cleanse. That's what this game would be. This game would be one of them games that is in the backlog. Like I'll buy it day one, but this will be one that'll sit in the backlog until I get that AAA fatigue, and then I'll come back through and play it, right? But yeah, I after looking at this shit like 4 times, I was like, yeah, maybe I will fuck with this. Maybe I will fuck with it. So that's another one. So right now we got Pragmata, we got Romeo is a Dead Man. That's by Bloodstain. Oh hell yeah! Shout out to Fatal, man. I ain't seen Fatal in a minute. Hopefully he alright. But he put me on to Bloodstain Ritual of the Night, man. I fell in love with this joint. Like this is my shit. So I can't wait to play this.
These human sacrifices must be stopped. We will track the ethereal curse.
The boss battles is super fire in this game too.
Exterminate the creatures that dwell within. The demon lord himself will fall by our hand.
So this is an absolute cop without a doubt, nigga. There's nothing in my mind saying that I'm going to skip this at all.
Beyond your darkest imagining.
Depending on when it released, I'm gonna tell you right now, Mind's Eye, nothing is getting in the way of me playing Mind's Eye when it drops on Tuesday. I'm hoping that I get it on Tuesday, get the platinum by Friday, because it's a lot of shit that's coming out, man, and it's a lot of stuff that I want to get to too. But I'm pretty sure mind's eye, because of the amount of time that I'm going to put into it, I am more than likely not going to get to this. Well, I'm not going to get to anything after mind's eye drop until I platinum mind's eye. That's 1,000. My question, this is another game where I'm like, how did y'all watch this, right? Oh, they are? Oh, can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. I'm on it. Here's my thing. How did y'all watch this, right? Like, how did y'all watch this for real? Or see this for real? And you say this is not banger material, bro. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Unless like Metroidvanias ain't your thing, right? Which that could be a possibility. Maybe Metroidvanias just ain't your bag. If that's the case, then all right, whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. This right here is an automatic cop. Automatic cop, nigga. Like fire. Fire, nigga. Fire. Fire, nigga. I wonder if this is Ryu Hayabusa in this Ninja Gaiden, or if this is a different person. You got Komori. Well, they didn't say who the other dude was. And that's beautiful too, that you got multiple characters, dog. Like, again, I don't see how you saw this and was like, nah, nigga, I'm just not interested, dog. I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested. I'm not interested. Yeah, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. Who is this though? Is that Ryu Hayabusa? Is that hold on. Did they ever say it? I don't think they even said it. Kenji. Okay. Kenji and Komori. Fire. Absolute fire. This looks so good, and they look like it looks like this is going to be a Metroidvania-esque Ninja Gaiden. Oh, no. Shinobi always been a cop. I told y'all since I saw that Shinobi game, that's a cop, nigga. Shinobi, man, come on, bro. All these games, cops. So right now, boom, cop. So Pragmata, cop. Romeo is a Dead Man, cop. Bloodstain, cop. Digimon, skip. Final Fantasy Tactics, skip. Baby Steps, skip. Hirogami, cop. Ninja Gaiden, cop. Karen, pass, nigga. Pass, dog. Ain't no way, dog. Ain't no. I just don't see how this could be fun, bro. I don't see it, dog. Again, if this was in VR, I'd be like, hell yeah. But dog, no. No.
Hey, wait for me.
Absolutely not, dog.
Marco. Nice to meet you.
Absolutely not, dog.
Wait a minute. You're Alpha, right?
Baby Steps looks funny. It doesn't look good. It looks funny. Oh, man. So, wait, whoa. You on the fence about Ninja Gaiden? How? How are you on the fence about Ninja Gaiden, but you are like, hell yeah to Shinobi? Is it like the 16 or 8-bit, 16-bit graphics or whatever? What is it? Because it can't be the gameplay. The gameplay looks crazy, bro. It looks like this shit is going to be fucking insane, Corey. It looks like it's going to be insane, bro. The game bakers can do better. Who the hell is game bakers? Is that the development team? Because I don't know who the fucking development team is for most of this shit. I don't even care. Oh, for Karen? Yeah, Karen is a skip for me, dog. Like, that shit is a hard pass. No disrespect to the devs. No disrespect to the devs. Hopefully niggas fuck with it. This is one that I saw I'm pretty much cool on because I got all of these games, bro. I have all of these games in their original format. But it's like this might be one of those cops so that I can have everything in one place. Because I have I like the Contra collection. I fucking love the fact that they did the Contra collection. And that gave me the ability to have all the Contra games on my PlayStation. Same thing. It might be the same thing with this Mortal Kombat, because while I do like the older Mortal Kombat games, I don't want to play a Game Boy version of Mortal Kombat, nigga. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing here? I might have to, though. I might have to, dog. I might have to. We'll see. We'll see. It looks good, though.
I can't believe this game exists.
And what is a fact is a lot of people have been asking for this, especially Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, but they were asking for like a remake or like a remaster of it, right? I don't think they just looking for the game to be on the PlayStation being run as a ROM or something like that. I got Blazing Chrome. I love Blazing Chrome. What you mean? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I already got Blazing Chrome. And I own all of the Contra games that they came out with.
It's a bit of the Wild West.
Every part of that game is...
You know, I'm not nostalgic in that way either, but sometimes you be want to go back, dog. Sometimes you be want to go back. This is an automatic cop, but I feel like I've seen more than enough of this game. I don't feel like I need to see any more of this game.
That guy? No, he's close. Where did he go?
Somebody said that they teasing multiplayer in here. I don't know where they get at with that.
Loading like this.
But it was close to the end. Yeah, y'all gonna have to explain that to me, why it looks like it's multiplayer, because I can't even see this game being multiplayer. Well, maybe. Nah, hell no. Nah, I don't see this game being multiplayer. But maybe. I don't understand it. Where the hell do y'all... Wait, oh. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hey, they might be right. Hold on, they might be right. That's assuming this is another person on the battlefield and you can hear people shooting in the background. Oh. Okay, all right. It could be, but then again, it probably isn't. But that would be a dope ass multiplayer for real, that you can fucking go camouflaging and shit like that. That would be dope as hell. Neo 3, excellent. Day one cop. Fighting stick. I don't know, man. I gotta figure out what the hubbub is. I gotta really talk to somebody who know about like fighting games with fighting sticks and shit like that, to really get a grasp on if this would even make sense for me to get it, right? Because I like just holding the controller and playing with the controller, but nigga, maybe I'm losing the quality of the fight because I'm using the controller, and other niggas got freedom to fucking flip the fucking sticks and shit like that. I don't know. I don't know. I might fuck with it. I might fuck with it. It depends though. It depends. Plus, if I get it, then I gotta start playing a whole bunch of fucking fighting games then, nigga, to like really get acclimated to it. It looked cool, but see, all the PlayStation shit be looking good, right? But then again, when you turn around and get that shit, it don't be of the highest of quality, nigga. Like it be like they did the bare minimum, nigga. Like with them goddamn earbuds. Have y'all ever used the earbuds? Have y'all ever used them earbuds? Man, I'm like, dog, what made Sony do this, bro? Like, I know Sony better than this, bro. Like, y'all an audio company, nigga. Like, y'all do music, nigga. Like, y'all have a music business, bro. They should have knew better than that, bro. They should have knew better than that, dog. But it is what it is. I don't know how I feel about the Thief VR, for real. I don't know how I feel about the Thief VR. Maybe. I don't know. Let me take another look at the trailer. Maybe.
No one knows how old the city really is. For me, it's all I've ever known. My whole world. I was raised in this city's shadow.
Yeah, they do. But again, why would Sony even release that shit like that, dog? Like, that's what I don't understand. I don't understand it, bruh.
This city hides many lost and legendary treasures.
Damn, dog, I might have to fuck with this low-key.
Waiting to be found.
I think this would be a dope-ass game to stream. And what I also believe is, I believe if they really wanted to put you in the mix, they should have it where the mic that's on the VR headset or whatever, that when you talk, they actually hear you. That'd be dope as fuck. If you gotta be like a certain dB, like you gotta be whispering like that'd be dope as fuck if it responded to like whispering and stuff like that. But on the fence about that, not really, don't know, maybe, possibly. This, I think I'm good on this.
Tidewalker, are you there yet?
Actually, I don't even think I'm good on this. I know for a fact I'm good on this. I don't even need to watch it. Good. Sea of Remnants? Nah. Sword of the Sea? Yes. Sword of the Sea? Yes. So let me see. So we at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe. It's VR too. I know I'm gonna pick that shit up, dog. So I'll go 9 here. 10, Sword of the Sea, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. So 14 games. 14 games for sure. 14 games for sure I'm picking up. and maybe possibly the fight stick, maybe. But yeah, no. Sea of Remnants, I'm cool on this. I'll watch the trailer again because but it didn't look the greatest to me, man. Shit, like this like feels like sort of kind of like Sea of Thieves, and I really don't fucking like that game. It ain't even a Microsoft thing. It could have been anybody who made that shit. I just nah. Not gonna lie, I am starting to hate this art style so much. I think I feel Royal on that because I think he was talking about the same thing, bro. It's something about this art style, bro, that I am really starting to hate it. It feels so overdone that it kind of feel like you're playing other games when you're not. Oh. Oh? It's a free-to-play gacha game. Shit, I believe it. Again, I never wanted to be a pirate in my life, dog. Maybe that's why I don't really gel well with these fucking pirate-esque games. But I know some of you niggas, all your life you had to fight, and all your life you felt like you were a pirate on the inside. Man, I feel y'all. I feel y'all. For sure. For sure. I feel it. First Light. I'm sold on this. I'm sold on this. I am sold.
His parents cut their own rope to save him.
I'm gonna tell you, the only thing that's bugging me the fuck out is the fact that this shit is also gonna be on the Switch too. So I feel like the complete vision that they probably wanted to have for this game, they're probably not gonna be able to make it really be what it could possibly be.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him.
So the game we could have possibly gotten, we're probably not gonna get because they gotta make it work across all that shit. But I'm still copping. I like 007, man. I wish they'll make a proper John Wick game. Like they have John Wick Hex, but I want like a proper John Wick game. Like fully fleshed out.
Without a target. Let's give him one.
Hey, cuz do look like Tom Cruise, dog. Somebody said that shit and now I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it, bro.
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
So you shouldn't have.
I want to see actual gameplay, man, because this does nothing for me. Like, these cutscenes look cool, but I want to... Oh, okay. Okay, there we go.
Whatever the end game is, we won't see it coming.
Yo, do the animations look weird to y'all, or is it just me? Do the animations look off a little bit?
Whatever the end game is, we won't see it coming.
Okay, nah, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping.
Jet lag gets me every time.
It does. You know what? Now that I look at this shit for real, it gives me sort of kind of like that Indiana Jones feel. Like that Indiana Jones feel a little bit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. But this ain't first person, so I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. We in third person fully.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
The game looked good though, man. I don't know why people tripping on this game, bro. It looked good to me. I know it's not gonna be what it could be though, for the fact of what they're trying to put it on and what they're trying to make it work with. So, but
What do you do, James? Lately, headhunting.
I feel like I feel like I could do it. You know what they should do? They should do an Agent 40. What is it? Agent 47. They should do an Agent 47 crossover, or have a Agent 47 skin, so you could be the hitman in this game. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. It is IO Interactive that's publishing this, right? They could make it happen. They could definitely do it, dog.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
I'm with it. Oh yeah. Or Agent 47 is a boss. Yeah, Delta Victor Brown. That'd be dope as fuck, for real, bro. Yeah, that'd be dope as fuck, man. Damn, son. Nah, I'm hyped for it though. I'm hyped for it. I really can't fucking wait for it. This kind of pissed me off a little bit, man. And it only kind of pissed me off. Bruh. Because I don't want to see no more Ghost of Yotei right now, dog. I know Ghost of Yotei finna be fire, bro. Sucker Punch don't let me down. Let me tell you, you want me to keep it a buck with you? The only way that Sucker Punch let me down this year, bro, or this generation, is the fact that we didn't get any new Infamous games, bruh. Or I would have even settled for maybe the older Infamous 1 and 2, the fucking remasters with the Festival of Blood DLC and stuff. Dog, I'd have been fine with that, bro. Like, they need to do something with Infamous, bro. They gotta do something with that shit, bro. They can't let it sit and just fucking die out like this. Like, I didn't too much care for Delson, but the First Light DLC, Homegirl was she was on one. You know what I'm saying? She was on one. But dog, come on, Sucker Punch. Do something with the Infamous, brother. Smurf. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be on the Switch too. It'll just be scaled down heavily. Yeah, it will. And that's exactly what I would expect. It's gonna look like complete fucking garbage, but it is what it is. Now, please explain to me why they needed to do this. Anybody? Yeah, it is. It is IO Interactive. Why did they need to do this? They did not need to do this, bruh. Not at all. Not at all. Nigga, they did an announcement for a goddamn for another state of play within the state of play, dog. Like, what the why man? Oh, this is a cop too. So Silent Hill F, absolutely a cop. Let me see, right here. This shit, it was dope as fuck the way they did this. Calling it now. Arc System Works. When they are successful with this fighting game, they will be under the PlayStation umbrella, bruh. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Y'all don't want to believe it just yet. Y'all think it's just a partnership, nigga. But I know the XDev team work with them as well. But Arc System Works. The reason why I say this is not just because of wanting them to acquire Arc System Works, but because it only makes sense, bro. It only makes sense. They're doing more investment into the fighting scene. They already own freaking Evo, right? And now they need to get some fighting game creators under the belt, bro. Under the belt, in-house, to be able to get her done. You know what I mean? So let's get it done.
君のことは親友だと思っているが、やるしかないようだな。ビブラニウムのシールドだけでは私のアーマーには勝てないぞ。よし、本気でやるぞ。つらい。くらえ。おい、神よ。耐えてみせろ。任せてちょうだい。パンチ。私の名前の通り、まだ。 親愛なるリンジ、スパイダーマンだ。スパイリーセンス。今日も見事大勝利。俺とやり合うってか。調子が出てきたぜ。俺様の名はスターロード。胸に刻んでおきだ。覚悟しやがれ。シートベルト。締めたさない。 イーストロス流のスペシャルメニューをお見舞いするぜ。いやベイビー。その目に焼き付け貧弱なる。やれ。海の援護する。風よ、荒れ狂え。たとえ人々に嫌われていても、私は世界を守る。 さあ、耐えられるかしら。正義のために。これが私のとっておきだ。こっちだよ。全てをやっ尽くすよ。抱かれなさい。
Bro, just look at this shit, dog. Just look at this shit, bro. How does one no seriously? How does one look at this and say, nah, that PlayStation State of Play was like a 5 or a 4, dog? Yo, it's good for the rage bait, bruh, but I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, dog. I don't know what to tell you, bruh. Like, yo, hey, nigga, this shit is phenomenal, bro. Like, I wonder if they gonna have the and maybe they didn't show it. I wonder if they gonna have the super finishers at the end that you can do, or within the battle, if they gonna have the super finishers. There's no way they not gonna have the super finishers if they're doing the 4v4, bro. Like, I just you know, looking at this, it's gonna be mayhem. Like, I can see people getting lost within the characters, thinking that they doing some shit. Like, what if somebody have like the same character as you or is very similar character as you? I can see playing this shit and then losing sight of my fucking character, thinking that I'm the other person and fuck around and lose like that. Like, this looks extremely polished. Hey, Sony said they gonna get this live service shit by any means necessary, nigga. They said by any means necessary they gonna get you niggas into this live service shit. Oh man, Yo, them niggas ain't PlayStation fans, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you gotta like everything that PlayStation do, bro. That's not my intent in what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's clear that the people that are making like these crazy statements in regard to the state of play, they are just not fans of gaming, period, bro. And they're clearly not fans of PlayStation, dog. Like, I'm not surprised by that shit anyway, because they go into state of plays ready to bitch, ready to cry. Like, that's exactly that's like their point in watching the state of plays, to see what they can bitch about. And like I said, do not get me wrong, bro. PlayStation did not hit a 10 out of 10 with this show, bro. Like, for me, they didn't, because there's some games that I'm just like, dog, why is this even here? And fuck Ghost of Yotei. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the baby shit, the fucking baby steps, bro. Like, again, but just because the game ain't for me don't mean it ain't gonna be for somebody else. That Karen game, bro, they could have saved that. That shit is not for me, bro. Like, it's not for me at all, bro. But I think this was a solid, if I'm gonna be fair, this was a solid 9 to me, right? Of course, I said 8.75, but that's because of the whole Ghost of Yotei thing, which I thought was stupid and didn't need to be done. Like, I'm already excited and hyped for Ghost of Yotei, bro. Like, I just hate when they like wear it out, bro. Like they just start showing shit to excess for me, right? Like, I don't need to see. I be feeling like I know too much about the game, dog. That's kind of how I be feeling with some of this, but I get it. A lot of people want to be super informed on the games, but I don't need to be super informed. Once I see a trailer, the first trailer of the game, and then I see a gameplay trailer where they actually showing gameplay, nigga, I'm good, bro. I don't need you to show me nothing else, bro. I don't need you to spoil nothing for me. I don't need you to put me in that predicament. I'm good. I'm sold on Ghost of Yotei. I've been sold on Ghost of Yotei after Ghost of Tsushima, nigga. That's how it is, bro. They could have just told me the new game is Ghost of Yotei, nigga. It's coming out soon, nigga. I was already sold on it, bro. I was already sold on it, bro. But this looks extremely, extremely good, man. Extremely good. And then them niggas decided to take it a step further. It is. It truly is, bro. There's no difference. I see people try to make a distinction between it, and I get the distinction that they're making, but any game that you create nowadays that's a multiplayer game, they're going to want to capitalize off that game and keep evolving that game moving forward. As soon as you get into the realm of that, then you have a live service game. Every single multiplayer game that comes out at this point is a live service game. But the problem is people have problems with certain live service games and have no problems with other live service games. It's a hypocrisy that I will never understand, but it most certainly exists. It exists. When they started doing all of this, nigga, they started showing Shibuya and shit like that. I was like, nigga. I'm like, oh, they about to tell you that they joining the PlayStation Nation. They about to show y'all that they joining the PlayStation Nation. And I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say, man. Y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want. I am sticking by the fact that I think that they are going to acquire Arc System Works. It makes sense. It's the only thing that makes sense. It made sense before this game was ever shown, because of what they now own, what they now have, nigga, they should have a surplus of fighting game studios that they have under their belt that they own, bruh. But then again, you don't want your couple of devs to be fighting against each other for the same goddamn dollars and shit like that. But you know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It's competition.
PlayStation の友人から急になんか飲みに
My man said it all started when a friend from PlayStation suddenly messaged, "Hey, want to grab drinks? I didn't know what it was about, but we arranged to meet." while we were chatting over drinks, they suddenly said, "How would you feel about Arc making a Marvel fighting game?" When I heard that, I was truly stunned. He was truly stunned. Marvel is a global IP, and the offer was an incredible honor. But at the same time, I thought, can our company really handle this? Can we really do this? But at the same time, oh, never mind. Hold on. It didn't switch yet.
Space. So PlayStation approached us with this vision to bring Marvel back to the forefront of the tag fighting genre. And that got us really excited because we had worked with them before.
You have to ask yourself, right? You have to ask yourself at this point, what happened? I know I would. What happened? What happened? Because at this point in time, Capcom is probably at the height of their careers right now as a development, publishing, whatever, you know what I mean? They as a publisher, they are at the height of their careers. A Marvel versus Capcom game right now, done proper, would have been OD as fuck. So ask yourself what happened that made PlayStation say, oh nah, let's go reach out to Artworks. Now I'm putting this into perspective for you because this is what I was thinking about when I said, oh, this must be an attempt for PlayStation, you know, to woo Artworks and bring them into the fold, right? I feel like if this game is super successful, PlayStation gonna be like, dog, we want to keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? But let's do this under different terms, man. You know what I mean? And they might even do it as a thing like what Bungie did, right? Where they keep their independence, but they're under the Sony umbrella. They might do that exact same thing because Arc System Works, they publish their own games and stuff, right? Like a lot of people didn't know that, but they do. They publish their own shit. So all I'm saying is think about it from that perspective, right? Put yourself in the mind that I was in when I started thinking about this. I'm like, what happened? Because remember, PlayStation reached out directly to Arc instead of going through Capcom. Is there some turmoil with Capcom? Is Capcom doing some fugazi shit on the back end? I don't think that that's the case. Maybe, you know, maybe they just didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? Maybe they're tired of that particular IP because it's been dormant for quite some time, right? That could be the case. It could just be like Capcom probably was like, nah, we cool on that, bro. We got too much going on right now, nigga. You see, we working like Monster Hunter is doing phenomenal. What's the other one? The Street Fighter is doing phenomenal. Resident Evil is doing phenomenal. You know what I mean? I feel like their teams are just so tied up with doing other shit that they don't really care for something like that. Now, you know what I found to be really weird though, right? This is what I found to be really weird, right? Again, people find a way to hate things no matter what you do, no matter what you do. when this game was showed with the Marvel characters in the 4v4, niggas was like, man, I'd rather Capcom versus SNK or some shit like that. Shout out to the homie, man. But he was just like, I'd rather a Capcom. I've never heard a person say that. I've never in my life heard somebody say they would prefer a Capcom versus SNK over a Marvel tag team game. I only heard that after PlayStation showed this. I'm just like, yo, I can't, dog. Y'all niggas got it, bro. Like, y'all got it. Again, I don't see how you could even go wrong with this. I don't see how this is a bad thing. I don't see anything wrong with what they showed. What they showed looked absolutely stunning. Hey, Bari, let me ask you a question. Because you play with fight sticks and shit, right? I'm on the fence about this whole fight stick thing because I'm still not sure why y'all even use fight sticks over controllers. Could you give me a brief explanation of the benefits of a fight stick versus a controller? Because I like just grabbing a controller, you know what I'm saying? And I can do my little half circles, you know what I mean? Quarter circles, and it feels good on the D-pad. It feels good with the analog sticks. I don't know how it would feel going back to like the arcade days where I gotta be super interactive and banging buttons. You see how big them fucking buttons is? Do you see how big them fucking buttons is on that goddamn thing? Like, what the fuck are we doing here, nigga? So I feel like not only that, I'm gonna have to be in like a claw stance with this shit, and a claw stance with this, and hopefully I hit the right buttons. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm ignorant to the idea of a fight stick. Maybe that's what it is.
Hey, Sickhumortv, okay.
How you doing, good sir?
How you doing, man? It's been a long time, man. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, man.
First of all, let me ask you this. I know the answer to this question, but I want to know your answer to this question. Before you answer my other question, what did you give the show?
Oh, I gave it an 8 out of 10. I felt when I woke up this morning, I wanted to bump it up to an 8.5, but I'm gonna just keep it at 8. You know what I mean? That's to keep PlayStation on their P's and Q's. But
I'm at an 8.75, but technically I'm at a 9. I just didn't want them to show anything else Ghost Yotei related, and they fucked around and did that anyway, so I dropped it to an 8.75. But it was a 9 for me, dog. Like, I seen 14 games that I'm gonna buy.
Yo, even the games that I didn't know nothing about, like that little pirate RPG type game, that jump look fire to me. I'm like, yo, that jump look yeah, bro. It's like they look like wooden stick people or whatnot. The jump look heat. Look at that trailer again. Watch that trailer again. You'll see like, oh, this got some deep mechanics in this thing. But to let you know the benefits of a fight stick, though, the reason why you really use, I mean, whether you use a controller or a fight stick, honestly, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? If you're proficient and you're good, you're going to be good regardless. But the fight stick is just to like, to replicate like the older arcade days. I like using a fight stick when it comes to like 2D fighters because the layout is just better for me, where all the buttons is laid out right there where I can just tap it. Where a controller, sometimes obviously you can get used to it if you just use it, but I just prefer the fight stick layout. And just having that joystick, you know what I mean? It just feels more natural to me than using a D-pad. Even though anybody can just use a D-pad and do what they got to do. But that's really what it is. That's the layout and how natural the motions can be.
What's your prediction? How much do you think PlayStation's fight stick is going to cost? Keeping in mind that the DualSense Edge costs what, like $199? How much do you think this fight stick is going to run? Yep, me too. Oh shit, did I lose you? Oh goddamn, I think I ran him off. If you talking, Bar, you on mute. I can't hear a word you said.
Oh, my bad. No. A phone call came in. That was like.
Oh, I kind of figured. I was like, damn, he might be working. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like my director. So I had to pick that up. You know.
Oh yeah,
So,
hell yeah,
well,
hell yeah, nigga.
But now, well, you said it was prediction for what?
How much do you think the fight stick is gonna cost? The DualSense
I
Edge
said
costs $199. The PlayStation Portal is what one? Is it still $199?
Yeah. Well, it's on sale now, but it's 200.
Or is it $149?
Nah, the Portal is 200.
It's 200. Okay.
Yeah. Like me, I think the minimum price is gonna be 300. I don't think you're gonna see anything lower than 300 for this fight stick, just due to the fact that it is the first fight stick I've seen that's wireless, that can be used wireless and using PlayStation whole link adapter thing, which is they
Yeah, but that's specific to the PlayStation though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's gonna have an adapter. So just like the Portal, not the Portal, the H9s, the Pulse Explorers, you have that little adapter that uses the or even the Explorers. You can do that link technology with the dongle adapter thing.
Okay.
But yeah,
okay.
I see the minimum they're gonna do is 300, because there's fight sticks that I have a fight stick that cost me like $450. That was my Quamba Dragon. The newer one that I have here, this was like 300. This is this Quamba? I think this Quamba Black as well. And I see other fight sticks that levelless ones. That's the buttons. Them joints cost like 400, 350 as well. But PlayStation coming into the folds, I don't see nothing lower than 300 for the fight. That don't look premium. It looks sleek. I don't see nothing lower than 300. You might see 350. Probably 350, 400 for it, to be honest with you.
I like that they keep the color scheme the same. It's dope. Everything that I have,
everything is in unison for the PlayStation 5. Yeah.
Yep.
I like that.
I like that shit too.
Yo, bro, this what got me like super hyped for this showcase yesterday, because PlayStation announced things that I wanted them to do for like years, bro. You've been listening to me for a long ass time. I've been wanting them to do a fight stick. Like, yeah, you license everything out, but now you own Evo. Now you do that. Why you don't have your own fight stick? Then their own fighting game. You know what I mean? They got my favorite fighting game developer to do their fighting game, which is in co-development with XDevs. You know what I mean? So now you have your own fighting. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And the fact that you have a Marvel PlayStation fighting game, that just shows you, like, shout out to Persona, because we were talking about this earlier, that just shows you that it benefits the gamer of that platform when you purchase games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the rapport that they built with Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2, you know what I mean? Upcoming Wolverine, that rapport got built. It's like, oh, people actually buying this junk, 30 million, 40 million sold. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, we'll do another deal with you. And boom, right there. Great announcement, man. Hype.
That's going to be the third PlayStation show.
Yo, bro, and you know the crazy thing? They said more characters coming thick.
It's a live service. It's a live service, bro.
Again, about to go crazy.
Niggas thought that they was gonna pull back on the live service shit. Hell nah, nigga. They said they're not gonna stop until it hit. And I think they got one with this one, because everybody loves fucking Marvel.
Exactly. It's a live service that actually people want.
Did you see homeboy that what is your guy, the fighting game dude, what his name is?
Max?
Start with an M? Max, yeah. That nigga was like What?
Yo, Max, I was watching. Because after everything, I'm laying down. I'm watching his reactions and whatnot. Bro, the state of play ended like 50 something minutes. His reaction to that game alone was like 4 or 5 hours. I was like, yo, this dude is going crazy. I can't watch all of that yet. You know what I mean? He's going crazy. But yo, it was shocking because, all right, so bust it, right? Persona, he had like an event he had to do after work, so he wasn't able. We wasn't able to do the live reaction.
Yeah, I
right
caught
when the
the
show was
one
live.
that y'all did. Nah, I caught the one that you did. I was in there.
Yeah, so you know we delayed everything, right? So we delayed it until he got home and whatnot. Yo, I muted everything. I muted Discord. Twitter is always muted. I don't get notification on Twitter, so I wasn't worried. I was like, no, I'm not going on. I muted YouTube. Everything got muted, bro. So when watching the trailer, I'm thinking like, yo, Arc System, PlayStation. Did they? My mind was like, did they buy them because it's saying PlayStation Studios? And I'm like, all right, let me just chill. Then I'm seeing Marvel, and in my mind, I'm thinking Marvel versus Capcom. So I'm like, yo, this is Marvel versus Capcom 4. But you know when you're watching a trailer and you hype and you just going crazy, your mind is moving 1,000 miles per hour, and then it slows down. Like, wait, I'm not seeing no Capcom characters. But then I'm like, oh yeah, Capcom is Capcom. This is Arc, so they wouldn't have Capcom characters.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm
Right.
just like, oh, this is the Marvel fighting game, bro. Like, yo, you watch the reaction, bro. How I was processing.
I saw it, Maury. I saw it. Hey,
I was
you know
losing
what?
my mind, bro.
That was my game of the show right there.
Oh, Link, of course, hell yeah. Yo, bro. People think I'm capping when I say this. That is a dream come true announcement, bro. Yo, I've
I've
been
been wanting
asking
Sony to buy Arc
PlayStation
System Works.
facts, bro. I've been asking them to buy
I'm
them or even
telling
collaborate with me
you
here.
that they are, bro. I told y'all in the chat yesterday. You was like, nah,
Yeah.
Sick. I don't think that's what they going to do.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that's what they doing, bro.
The reason why I said no, because I was like, this is not. I didn't want to make it about the acquisition. I was just like, this is just a collaboration or whatever. But it could lead to that. When people brought up all them acquisitions, there's 3 companies I always said: Square Enix, Bandai, Arc System Works. I always said those 3. Everybody keep talking about this and this and that. Those 3 was always the one. So this is how Insomnia got bought.
Dog, I ain't
PlayStation
gonna
went to
even
them.
lie to you, dog. I just been trolling like a motherfucker on Twitter, bro. Like, this shit is hilarious to me, bro. I don't know why
Yo,
niggas be so defensive, dog.
I seen a tweet that you made. I was like, yo, that made perfect ass sense, bro, because even the Xbox little show that came on, what is it, earlier this year or whenever it came on, I was like, this is a dope show because I'm interested in these games.
Yeah.
And people, all them games are multi-platform, but people wasn't bringing up that statement multi-platform. There's like, this is great for Xbox, blah blah blah. But every time PlayStation is doing a show, oh, state of multi-platform, state of platform, this, oh, why? Where's the exclusive? Like I thought y'all are so against exclusives and all of this, but when it's showing it, and the funny part about it, they had exclusives there, but you want to ignore it.
Yep.
I was like, yo, come on, man.
Nah, this is the thing, bro. I don't even try with these dudes no more, bro, because it's all hypocrisy at this point. Again, like I said, even some of the creators in this community, bro, like it's almost like they just looking for rage bait to a certain degree. Like they want you to be upset with PlayStation for some odd reason. I'm like, all right, I get you. I feel you. But it's so easy. There's so many other platforms out here that you don't even really have to be stunned with PlayStation doing for real. If you're not happy with it.
You said the words right there. It's easy. The thing is, the rage stuff and the anger is easier to monetize within this community than being excited for the games.
Yeah.
A lot of the rage bait, the rage stuff, salt content people do, the monetary gain is crazy for these people. So they're going to continue to do it. You know what I mean? It's no different than the person that never got no attention, but they finally did something. People recognize them. They're going to continue to do that. What people recognize them for. You know what I mean? That's what it is. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of passion and enthusiasm that's just being dismissed because they're more worried about the monetary gain than let me just be a game that's excited for what's going on. I get the criticisms because even the criticisms, as far as first party, I'm in total agreement. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
me
in
too.
total agreement with that.
Me too.
But there's things that they done, especially with Ghost of Yotei. Like Ghost of Yotei, I was like, oh, they teased it. But then I'm thinking back, I'm like, they did exactly what I said I wanted them to do. This is what you would do a showcase for. You announce the game, blah, 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 and then you use the showcase or you use the state of play to announce that, oh, there's going to be a extension of the gameplay or a state of play, like they did with Horizon, like they did with Spider-Man, you know what I mean? Things like that. So I'm just like, yeah, go back to that formula. And they're doing that now with Ghost of Yotei. So I'm like, yeah, that's what I wanted with that.
I'm super, look, I'm with you 100%. So this is my train of thought when it comes to this, right? I am not mad at people being upset at the lack of PlayStation's first party appearing at these state of plays. What I have a problem with, however, is their lack of support for the first party, hell, even the third party that PlayStation do bring to the platform exclusively. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep crying and saying that PlayStation need to do this, they need to do that, but you ain't supporting shit. You ain't buying shit. Yo,
all these
they've done
Stellar
so
Blade
much.
And that shit sold over 1 million copies. That's disgusting.
Not only that, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Final Fantasy VII Remake. And here's the thing: those games still sold pretty good, right? That's not even what I'm talking about. I'm saying that the level of support that they got should have been higher, because when all of these bum ass Xbox games come to the PlayStation, it seemed like these niggas is running out in droves to go buy this bullshit. Nigga, you didn't want you wanted Sea of Thieves, you wanted Indiana Jones, you wanted Forza, you wanted Hi-Fi Rush, but none of those were enough for you to go buy an Xbox.
Like I don't put the Sea of Thieves, well, I don't put like the Indiana Jones and the Doom in that category of what you're saying. But games like Sea of Thieves, Hi-Fi Rush, Forza, I put that in the category we said, because
you can't even do
Indiana
Hi-Fi
Jones.
Rush. You know why? Because Hi-Fi Rush was being made by Tango Gameworks, which was under ZeniMax, and they bought them too. So everything that they have came from acquisitions, which were already multi-platform.
That would come to the platform regardless if you're a PlayStation fan. Oh, that's why I'm like, I'll separate those games from like the Forza, the Sea of Thieves. The Forza, Sea of Thieves, those doing really well. All the people bashing those games and they end up buying it. You know what I mean? Like that's like, you know, you're not being true to your word, or you're just lying for the people, or whatever with that. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, I'm in total agreement. I remember making a video. I was slamming PlayStation fans like, yo, Final Fantasy, I don't care what Square Enix said that they're happy with the sales or whatnot. That junk is no way that junk should not be selling 5 million, 7 million, 8 million off rip. You know what I mean? As far as what everybody said they want in RPGs and whatnot. Astrobot, a platformer like that, came back, and the announcement is like 1.1 million. Like it should be 3 million, 5. Yeah, it should be like 3 million, 5 million. The way how we see people in the community.
They only wanted it in PlayStation Plus, Barry.
Yeah,
that's what they wanted it.
So I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement with that. Like the Xbox games, there's certain Xbox games that I'm waiting for them to bring over. But like Forza, I'm not a racing guy like that. I'm good. Sea of Thieves, I thought that game was trash, and I told
absolute
people
dog water. Dog water.
No, it's terrible. It's a horrible game.
Hellblade 2, I'm not going to purchase again.
Dog
I 100%
shit.
On PC, so I'm good. So
the fact that 200%ed it is crazy to me.
Bro, it wasn't long. It was shorter than part 1, bro. I 100% that game in like 8 hours, bro. It was like 8 hours. I got it on my Steam. 8 hours.
Bro, I wanted to finish that game and be done with it, bro. When I finished the game, I was so happy, bro, because I was already getting sick, nigga. I was losing my voice and everything, bro. I was like, bro, this is not it, dog. Like, again, it's so weird because people, what they'll try to make it into is, oh, you only saying that because now Microsoft owns Hellblade. No, not at all. Because I didn't wait for it to come to PlayStation to fucking play it. I played the shit on PC, and I'm talking about I'm playing it a lot better than y'all are at whatever you playing it at on the Xbox, But that's not even the fucking case. The thing is, the game did not feel like it. I don't know what it felt like. It didn't feel like a game though. It felt like an interactive, damn. If I say that, that's exactly what a fucking game is, an interactive experience.
What game we talking about now?
Hellblade, man.
Oh yeah, man. I didn't play it yet. You think I should pick it up when it comes to PlayStation?
Hell, bro. You know what? Do what you want. But
I like the first one though.
Okay. Get the second one.
Yo, if you like,
watch this. Nah. Get the second one. Get the second one.
If you like
the first one. You like the first one. Get the second one, bro.
You're not gonna like. Yo, they took away all the elements. It's not a lot of elements to Hellblade, and they said they got rid of
They said they got rid of well, you can't fight multiple people. Is that true?
Nah, you got it. Get it. Nah, get it. Get it. Buy the game,
bro. It's on rails, bro. It's on rails. You do one v one fights.
Nah. It's so bad.
It might have a cinematic scene where say you fighting this person, but this person's like a high HP person, and it will switch to another person because this person attack you, and it switches to the cinematic thing. Now you're doing this 1v1 with this guy, and you kill that dude, then it cinematically changed back to the person that you was fighting before. Not like how Hellblade 1 was, where you have to be, you know what I mean, like watching your back and turn around and look for the dodge.
How much time you actually think they spent making a game? Actual video?
Not long. You know why I say not long? It's not even because I'm trying to bash them.
Going on these vacations.
And you see that in the game. You see all the pretty rocks you want to see. As a matter of fact, you get so many pretty rocks, nigga. That's all it feel like you getting in the game, dog. Let me tell you, this is exactly how the game goes. You walk. Look. You walk. Then they have you shimmy behind something. Shimmy. Then you walk. And then they have you go underneath something. And then you walk. Then you finally come to an encounter. The encounter is bullshit.
You missed look at the rocks to find a face. I don't know if you did those puzzles. That's the coolest part of the game, bro. That puzzle right there.
Nah, I skipped that shit, dog. I skipped that shit and kept walking, nigga. I'm not gonna lie, Link. I would not set you up to buy this game. Listen, do what you want. Buy it if you want to. I'm just telling you.
Okay, not even for like if it went on sale for like $20.
Bruh, whatever you feel the value is, as a matter of fact, I hate to say this, go watch a YouTube video of somebody playing the game.
Yo, don't do that, man.
I'm saying just to get an idea of what you're getting into. Not sit there and watch the whole goddamn game play out. Hey, all right, go ahead. Go for it.
If you want an easy platinum, then go ahead.
There you go.
That would be the value right there. Because
how long will it take the platinum, do you think?
Like 8 hours for sure.
8 hours. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
no guys, nothing. 8 hours.
Bro, I beat the game in like 5.5 hours and had the majority of the fucking achievements already.
I beat the game in 2 sittings, bro. Just on one day.
That's craziness.
Yep. 2 sittings. That's straight through. I took my time with some of the puzzles, and because there's no, you don't need no guys in that game, no nothing, bro. You can just straight all through. It's a very short game.
Okay.
Not hard puzzles, and they even have a mode. The fact that they took away combat elements, they got a mode where you don't even have to fight.
They need to sell that game for half off when they bring it to PlayStation.
They kept talking about how beautiful the game was, though.
Bro, all it is beautiful. It's a big, beautiful, empty ass world with some annoying ass voices in your head.
I give them that.
I might wait. I think I'm gonna wait, man.
Nah, don't wait. Don't wait. I think you should go for it now, Link. You should get it as soon as it becomes available.
This is supposed to be their Naughty Dog studio over there. They were hyping them up to be the next. You know, they were hyping them up to be the Xbox's Naughty Dog and all this crap. You remember
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So you tell me lied.
Not not what's they call again? I forgot the
Ninja
name.
Theory.
Is it Ninja Theory? Nah, they was hyping up Initiative to be like the Naughty Dog or
the
all of
quadruple A studio.
yeah, everybody left and went there, and then they left that there. In my opinion, that's the most impressive game though that they showed is that Perfect Dark. I think that jump would heat. I think that shit would heat.
Just shout out. I ain't gonna even lie to you, dog. I'm gonna tell you one thing that kind of pissed me off a little bit going into the show is I was actually looking forward to that God of War Metroidvania style game. I was like, damn,
Man,
I
I knew
hope this
that
is
was
true.
good.
I didn't because usually them motherfuckers be right, dog. I don't know where they get their information from, but they be right on the money. Right on the money. I was looking forward to that shit, dog. But somebody said that it was gonna be based off of his brother, not him.
It ain't over yet,
some
though.
shit like that.
PlayStation is known where they would have a showcase or state of play, and everybody questioned like, why wasn't this not showing? Remember Spider-Man 2? And guess what?
Yeah.
Summer Games or Gamescom, they gave that to Jeff Keighley to be
Hey,
like,
true,
hey,
You know what, Sick?
I was hoping Wolverine show up at Summer's Games.
I knew
Fest, dog, 'cause
Wolverine was gonna be there. I knew that was gonna be there. I
I
kept
don't
telling
see
people that
why,
game is
though.
not gonna be there.
I don't see why.
Because
we heard about that in what, 22, 23,
21.
Well, this the reason,
21.
right? If the game is slated for end of 2026, you probably not gonna see that game until end of the year or early next year. They want to focus on
probably
Yotei.
February state of play.
Yeah, it's gonna be Yotei, Death Stranding. They kind of want to do things in order of what they, So I didn't think Wolverine was gonna be there.
We'll see.
I think it will be important to show Wolverine just to say like, yeah, this, you know how the quote that it did with Atsun was like, "You still with me?" Do something like that, Wolverine. Like, yeah, we're still heavy in development. You ain't got to show something super crazy, but to show people that the game is alive. It's been 4 years.
Yeah,
coming
exactly.
up on 4 years.
I ain't gonna lie,
So-
I wanted to see Saros too.
I knew Saros was gonna
another
be there
one
either.
that was on the list. That
Nah,
well, they said we was gonna see it later.
They
this
said they
year.
were gonna show the game later in the year, so I knew it was gonna be now. So
Shout out
gonna get a play.
to Di Almighty.
That's probably gonna be in the
Spartan
fall.
God. He say wait till Gears and Halo comes to PlayStation Chaos. Yeah, it's coming.
They gonna buy Gears too.
I
They gonna buy
was
Halo.
gonna be dirty yesterday. I was gonna go old school bar, but I was like, you know what? Let me chill for these people.
Oh no, I ain't got no chill. I
Bro,
I already got him up in arms, bro.
I sent the screenshot of Marvel token up for you could add it to the wish list. But when I was scrolling, Gears was right there. I was about to screenshot that. Like, look, get to play Gears and Marvel. And you can only do that on PlayStation.
Yo, I swear that's the funniest part about all of this, and I know I sound far away because I had to go get my my juice, but dog, that's what was funny as fuck to me. People keep saying, Xbox is dominating the PlayStation charts. I'm like, nigga, you do realize we as PlayStation gamers got a choice. We can play your games, we can play our games, and we play all the multiplats.
Like Xbox got the games right now. Like,
yeah.
Like, what? The funniest shit I've seen now. Like,
no, that ain't the funniest. The funniest thing is them niggas talking about Forza Horizon outsold Gran Turismo, made more revenue than Gran Turismo. I'm like, bro, if you don't cut it the fuck out, get your ass out of here, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
You know how I know that's a lie? Go look at the NPD for 2021.
You don't even have to entertain it, Link. We know it's bullshit.
The game was number 20 on the top 20 for the whole year. In 2021, that game was number 20. There's no way that game, and Microsoft has yet to tell us, they're talking about revenue, but yet to tell us how many copies the game sold.
Nigga said that Forza Horizon got 20 million sales. I said, bro, stop. Just stop, dog. Just please stop. You making yourself look stupid.
Bro, Forza Horizon sells, but they're not really coming out with the actual
Forza
sale
Horizon
number.
does not sell on Xbox.
You just have, well, yeah. I mean, I'm not just equating it just to Xbox. The thing is, with Xbox sales, you gotta assume. You know what I mean? you got to take. Oh, but what if all these people that bought the pre-order they listed 10 million players before the game came out?
But see, that don't work. That don't work.
All this fake stuff.
That don't work because that's unprovable. You can't. There's no way you can prove it. You know what you can prove? Actual sales numbers.
Yeah, when they come out and they sell.
Yeah. So I don't even entertain conversations with niggas that say shit like that, bro. Like the reason why is where's it gonna go? If I tell you to prove it, you have no way to do so. You have
Gran
no way to do
Turismo is PlayStation's best live service game. Like that game came out
what they got? They sold like 100 million or some shit like that, something stupid throughout the
whole
years.
franchise. But I think Gran Turismo's the last Gran Turismo was over 15 million copies sold.
Oh no, I know. Yeah, I know that's over 15 million.
Gran Turismo is their highest selling franchise.
Yeah,
ever. Yeah,
absolutely. But again, I don't even want to entertain this for real. I just wanted to bring it up just to let y'all know that that's the new damage control. Yeah, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool.
And by the way, why are you using sales on another? You're using sales from PlayStation, PC, and Xbox to come up with this fake ass number. Gran Turismo is only available on PlayStation.
It wouldn't even matter, dog, because they can't substantiate any of their claims. None.
You know what's sick?
Go ahead.
I'm just wondering. You know how like the perception about something. You remember the beginning of the generation, how all the journalists were hyping up the Xbox and this and that, the Game Pass and all this shit. It didn't work, right? And you know how like people will, and you know how people will be on Twitter saying, "Oh, the Switch 2 $500. People not gonna buy that shit. Oh, it's got a built-in screen protector, and if you take it off, it might void your warranty. Oh man, you know, Cyberpunk docked is only 40 frames per second. All right, right? Did you see these lines at these fucking Best Buys last night? I went to my local Best Buy last night. I didn't even know Best Buy was doing a midnight launch for the Switch. Okay, I didn't know. I pre-ordered one through Target, but it's not gonna be here till the 11th. And I was like, "Fuck, I really don't want to wait." So I'm on the Best Buy app checking the balance on a gift card.
Mm-hmm.
I see an advertisement saying my local Best Buy is doing a midnight launch.
With you? Can I be honest with you? You know those aren't sold out.
What do you mean aren't sold out? What are you talking about?
They're not sold out. You can still find it. If I wanted to switch to
no, Sick. I'm not talking about that. That's not the point I'm trying to make.
Oh, no, they got a lot of stock. Nintendo
had a shit ton of inventory for this launch. They made sure they didn't do like with the Switch 1 where you couldn't get it. They made sure that my Best Buy had they had over 100 units. Okay. And what I'm saying is that was not the point I was trying to make. What I was saying is,
I think that's a good thing though. That's not a bad thing, in my opinion. People can walk in.
So Barry, listen, they did the launch. I'm Central Time. It's 11 o'clock. So I get up there at like 9:30. All right. So I'm leaving the house. I said it'll probably be like 10 people out here and shit. It ain't gonna be that many people out here, right? Man, I pulled up. It was already like 50 people lined up already, right? So I'm like, fuck. And they still coming. By the time they opened the door, it was over 100 people in line. I don't live in a big city, okay, to get this damn Switch. So I'm looking around. It's some people out there with their kids, but it's a lot of older people out there. But a lot of them said they were buying it for themselves. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is like, somebody was telling me this shit gonna be the Wii U. Even if it don't outsell the original Switch, it's not gonna be the Wii U situation where they sell like 15 million and they gotta because Nintendo's projecting 20 million first year. So, what I'm saying is like the Twitter fear monger and all that shit don't work, man. If people want a product, they just want it. They're gonna buy it.
Listen to what you're saying, Link. I want you to really think about what you're saying right now, Link.
What?
You're saying
what am I saying?
You're saying because you saw 100 people at a store that means that this thing is selling swimmingly, right?
No, I'm saying it's not. People were trying to make it seem.
How many did you think it would be?
People were trying to make it seem like it's gonna be a Wii U situation. I don't believe that.
Bro, Link,
I don't see that happening.
the people that said that are the ones buying the goddamn console. Yo, I've seen so
Nah,
many
I
people.
said that. I said that, and I'm not buying that shit. I have no interest at all.
You we're different breeds. But I've seen many people on here saying that the launch lineup is trash. The Switch is this and that. And I was seeing pictures. Yo, I got my Switch.
Man,
So you can't really take opinions on here like that.
When the last time you saw a console launch with a Best Buy had 200 people outside?
Yeah.
I'm just saying they don't even really do midnight releases like that. But even
they don't
for pre-orders, you don't see shit like that. So,
but that's
what I'm saying is,
do consoles usually release on Thursday?
I don't know when they put a console out normally.
Yeah,
usually like Friday.
They stopped doing midnight releases, and they stopped doing that shit. I forgot. I think it was because of the pandemic shit was coming around.
Well, they stopped even having them in retail store for a while because of the pandemic.
Yeah, but that's
I remember with PlayStation 4, my GameStop was like, we ain't doing no midnight release, so we just got robbed.
Oh, shit.
Nah. Niggas was going crazy with that. They just closed down the GameStop that was very, very close to my house. I'm mad too.
But
I had a
the
link
point I'm
there.
trying to make, Sick, is how the people they'll be, and I'm not just applying this to Nintendo. What I'm saying is people say, "Oh, this ain't gonna sell."
They said the
they try to
PlayStation
create
5
all this
wasn't gonna
fake
sell.
outrage. Oh yeah, they were
They
tripping.
said the
man.
PS5 wasn't gonna sell. Nigga, they said the PS5 was overheating. They said that the Xbox was the world's most powerful console. They say a lot of shit.
It was. Well, that's what Microsoft said.
It has never been.
You don't even hear Microsoft saying that no more.
If it indeed was, no, they been changed the wording to.
They changed
Microsoft's
our most powerful
Xbox's most powerful or whatever, something like that. So yeah, I mean,
I think Digital Foundry, man, them motherfuckers, they're not even doing like these analysis anymore. They're not even really doing them. They're just literally saying Xbox and PlayStation 5 is running identical settings, identical frame rate, identical resolution. And then they start talking about how bad the Series S version of shit is. And then they start talking about what the differences on the Pro. And that's all they do. And I really think, because I was watching their video about Elden Ring, Sony got to do something, man. They got to help From Software, man.
No, they don't.
I don't know why people expect Elden Ring to be crazy. That's a PS4 game too, bro. Like,
no. But what I'm saying is the game run like that. I love the game right now. If I had to score Elden Ring Night Rain, I'd give it a 9. I love the game. I already put probably 25 hours into it. I love it.
Oh, I ain't gonna buy that.
It run like dog shit. The frame rate is terrible.
That's crazy.
And I'm trying to figure out why this game is dropping frames like this, looking like this.
It don't matter. It don't matter. You just bought a Switch 2, brother. You just bought a Switch 2, brother.
Guess what I did on my Switch? I booted it up last night. I saw that Legend of Zelda 4K 60. I put Mario in there, 4K 60. Them things look crispy.
Yo, one thing I'm hearing though that I'm liking is that
it looks really good.
The transfer stuff is very seamless. So
it was seamless. It took like 5 minutes. It transferred all my games, my count over. It was really easy to do that. So
it transferred all your games.
Yeah, because you're transferring your games from your old Switch to the new one, like the digital games. What I'm saying, digital games that was on the console.
I don't understand that. How is that possible in 5 minutes? The full game
I didn't have
was
Sick.
downloaded.
Sick only had like 4 digital games on it. So yeah, the games on the Switch aren't big. They're not like PS5 games. Their file sizes are a lot smaller. So you gotta think, I don't have a lot of third-party game on the Switch. It's just Mario, Zelda, you know what I'm saying? They didn't take. And my screenshots and then videos I recorded and stuff like that. And it just transferred about 5, maybe 6 minutes. That's all it took.
I'm gonna upload my save just when I get this joint. I ain't gonna get it this week, possibly next week or 2 weeks. I'm gonna wait it out just to see how people feel.
It does feel like a nicer device. It's a more premium feeling device. The screen is bigger. The screen quality is a lot better than the original Switch. The original Switch screen was awful.
Joy-Con look way bigger too, which is
the Joy-Cons are bigger. Yeah, it feels like a more, it feels like an upgraded. It feels like a more premium device. My original Switch Pro controller sync right up to it because I'm not buying that new one. So
I'm gonna get a new one too. I'm gonna get that new one.
Nah, I ain't getting that shit. What's different about it? I think
they got the pad, we got the buttons in the back, and the C button. That's all I think. That's the only thing I.
Oh yeah, I don't need that. I don't need it. I don't need all that.
You got the chat button.
I'm good, man. I'm getting that
Hey,
Nintendo. I'm getting
tomorrow,
that PlayStation fight stick though. I will buy that.
Oh yeah, that's day one. Tomorrow you gonna see
I'm
Stick with a
wondering
unboxing for Switch 2.
Does it?
You still wondering what's it?
Does it make? I've never played with a fight stick before.
I did, but it's been a long time.
I mean, I played at the arcade, sure, but I've never owned a fight stick. Well, I kind of did. I had the joystick that you could buy for the NES. I don't know if you remember that shit, but I guess it was
A fight stick
like
is just
a fight
more
stick.
just more comfortability. Like if you comfortable, or you just want to relive those arcade type days, where you playing on the
Damn,
cabinet.
you know what? I didn't even think about it. It'd probably be great for like those, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja, the collection, the Turtle collection.
Yeah, you can use the PlayStation
And like
on those.
Streets of Rage and shit like that.
Yeah,
that's for the comfortability.
And they say, and you can use it wireless, right, Barry?
Yeah, cause I was looking it up because I was asking my boys, Dre
He
and
was like, ain't no way.
I've never
were saying,
seen I've never seen a wireless fight stick. They always wired up. So
I know I saw they
using
talking
that-
about the latency too.
Yeah, they're using that link,
Link,
PlayStation Link joint. So the only worry I have with that is like, because Evo is a big tournament event, and it's gonna be a lot of connections and a lot of stuff. Hopefully that doesn't mess up, somebody when they fighting. But you do have the USB-C option.
I ain't gonna even lie to you, dog. Bro, how the fuck did this post blow up like this, dog? How is it possible that this post blowed up like this? I really got these niggas tight right now. And it is literally just fucking hilarious at this point. Like, niggas is like, well, everything that PlayStation showed is third party, and that just shows the state of PlayStation. I'm like, well, we're getting Xbox games, PlayStation games, and the multi-plat games. I think that shows the state of Xbox, don't you think?
Yo, for real. Like,
the feeling ain't mutual. I don't know how they trying to like. I don't know how they trying to like. They're trying to spin this as if it's a bad thing that we're getting their games.
Yo, listen. One thing I know them Xbox dudes for, they are all in sync as far as the message that they're gonna push. They in DMs, they in party chats, they in Discords, and they come together as a cohesive unit and tell people what they are planned. So everything that you're hearing, these are all planned. No, say this, say that. I promise you, I'm not making that stuff up, bro. That's how they move, bro. That's why they are bots.
I don't know, it's weird.
They all got the same verbiage, the same wording. It's very weird.
Doom Dark Ages did fine when you factor in Game Pass, smaller PS5 install base compared to PS4. Oblivion Remake and Expedition 33 was stiff competition at the time. Ninja Gaiden 4 will top the charts on PS5 and Game Pass. Bruh, what kind of comment is this? What does this mean? Anybody? What the fuck does this mean? I don't understand what he's trying to say.
I don't get it.
Doom Dark Ages did fine when you factor in Game Pass, smaller PS5 install base compared to PS4. What the fuck is he talking about?
He's saying that there's less consoles on game
from
for
2013
Xbox.
to 2016. You're telling me that there were less PlayStation 5s than there were PlayStation 4s from 2013 to 2016. We sure about that?
Listen, listen, bro. I don't know, but that's I'm trying to interpret what the man is saying. That's their angle, bro. They're gonna use the fact that Xbox got less consoles and it's in their service. The player count is good enough and is a success. You know what I mean? Where they will use Xbox player count and try to equate that with PlayStation sales. So the back and forth, if you was to address that person, the back and forth would be, oh, so why didn't you buy Astrobot? It only sold 1 point whatever million. You know
Oh
what I mean?
no,
But
I
Doom
stop
got
them in their
3
tracks
something.
when they try to do that. When they try
that's what
to
it is.
move the goalposts, nah, stay focused, stay on topic.
Yeah,
ain't no jumping around.
When they say players, that's sold for them. They
Yeah, that's sold. Players and sales.
They listen, man. They keep saying just you wait
Listen,
until
you know what?
Sunday. Just wait until the Xbox show.
The ones
Okay.
that's left, man, they still on code, man. They still
I'm
holding the
telling you,
line.
Link, they all in the Discord and they all in sync as far as the message that they gonna push.
Yeah, but they'll
That's
swear
how-
to you, Barry,
Yeah.
listen, they will swear to you they don't listen to Xbox podcasts. They didn't get their talking points from nobody but themselves, but they all say the same things, word for word. So
that's a big one. Them Xbox podcast motherfuckers, they in sync, bro. They got a whole TV guide schedule.
you remember what? So you know when Sony put out their earning report, right?
Yeah.
And they were talking about they want to emphasize and they want monthly active users, right?
Yeah.
You remember that? What do you think they were saying? The bots were saying about that,
bro? That statement is not even like a new statement from PlayStation.
No. But listen, they said, oh, that means they about to start putting the games on Xbox because that's the only way you can get more MAUs is by putting it on Xbox, right? That's what certain people were saying on Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, did you actually look into it? But they did a video. The guy was saying in the video, they need to increase their console sales. That's going to help them and increase the game output. That's going to help them increase their monthly active users. They didn't say shit about putting the game on Xbox.
Yeah, and they talk about veteran PlayStation Plus too.
Right. I mean, expanding PlayStation Plus, selling more consoles. Every PlayStation that's sold is an additional monthly active user. Every PlayStation Plus subscriber is a monthly active user. I don't understand how they.
That's them headline boys, man. They don't look at.
Yeah, they read. That's exactly what it is. They're reading the headline. They're not actually even reading the article, the report. They don't care about facts, and it's. And I said, damn, man, they did a Marvel game and said, screw y'all, man. We're not putting that shit on that Xbox. and Disney is totally fine with doing it.
Bro, you know what's crazy, but not crazy, but it sounds crazy, but it's not going to be crazy. It's not going to be crazy to y'all, but it might be crazy to everybody else, but it's really not crazy to them. But check this out, right? Final Fantasy Tactics, the Evilise Chronicles, got no physical version for Xbox.
God damn.
That just shows you that Square is like, hey, yeah, we'll put on your console, but we're not gonna put no money into making no
we're not putting no money into printing up no disc because we know you motherfuckers ain't gonna buy it. So
and look, they don't have a collector's edition for Xbox, and the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation and Switch version of the game sold out already. $250 something. It came up to $293.50 something with tax with my purchase, and sold out already.
Damn.
They don't need no Xbox. Yo, I'm telling you.
I think this is what it is, man.
That song you made was legendary.
Listen, think about it, Bar.
What's
Remember when Randall Thor started that rumor?
Nobody wants an Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when Randall Thor started that rumor about Final Fantasy VII coming to Game Pass? A remake, and it's coming to Xbox, right? Which it wasn't true. They released the game on Switch, right? Still ain't put it on Xbox, even though they're going multi-platform. I think unless Square Enix get a Game Pass check, they just not gonna fuck with Microsoft like that.
Yeah, they got to get a big bag.
Now, if Microsoft cut the check and put to get Final Fantasy VII remake on Game Pass, they'll put it over there.
Real talk. a game like that, I would never see Square Enix put it in Game Pass day one of the console.
What?
Coming out like a remake and a rebirth. You know what I mean?
Mm.
They already tried that with the older Final Fantasy, I think with Kingdom Hearts, and that blew up in their face. That's why they left all them shits and like, nah, we good. These dudes had Final Fantasy games, Kingdom Hearts games, and not one of them was playing that joint on Game Pass. Not one was playing it.
Hey, that's on Square Enix, man. Square Enix made the decision of what they wanted to do, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I saw a tweet about a game called, what's this rematch game? Is that soccer game?
Oh, yeah, that's a Sifu soccer game.
So I saw a tweet. I don't know how legitimate this is, but it was showing like the number of players on the game, and they were like Steam 1.5 million, PlayStation players 269,000, Game Pass players 552, and the Xbox 20,000. These motherfuckers won't even play shit that's in their service.
Nope.
What is the point? And I'm just trying to figure out what's even the point.
They want
I think
so they can
Microsoft
argue
need
on
to get rid of
Twitter.
that shit.
You didn't know? So they can argue on Twitter, brother. That's what it's for. That's what this is all about, man. That's what this is all about. Because the same people who crying in my mentions right now, why ain't they playing all them Game Pass games that's available to them right now?
Bruh, them people about to be crying in your mentions all day, bruh. That shit not to go crazy.
I know. And I'm gonna respond to them. I'm gonna respond to everyone that I think should get a response. I'm gonna respond to every last one of them. You know why? You know why I'm gonna do it? Because it pisses them off so much. I don't know how they try to rationalize this shit, Barry, for real. Because again, PlayStation gamers win. Literally win. No matter what, they win. We get all of your games, you get none of our games, and we get all of the multiplats. And the multiplats, they run better on PlayStation.
You're going to get the better versions of like Doom and all
We
that.
got the better versions of their games.
Crazy.
Already. Craziness.
Crazy. They got to hold that, man. They got to hold that.
They can't.
Let me ask you, look, did Playground make a dedicated trailer to talk about sampler feedback and direct storage and quick resume and
what the fuck is
that
velocity architecture.
Yeah, velocity architecture, all that shit that they got. Did they make a video talking about all those amazing features on the Xbox and put it in advertising? Did they do that? No.
I don't think so.
They did not, but they made a dedicated trailer just to talk about what the PS5 Pro could do with their game. This is when you know they don't even the disrespect. They don't even.
Is it?
They don't even care about disrespect. Well, it's kind of disrespectful. They just don't. They just don't care.
You know why it's not disrespect? It's not disrespect because they respected them in hopes that they would go out and support the games, and they did it. They did it.
True.
That's the reason why I can't say. I keep saying that PlayStation ain't disrespecting PlayStation gamers. They just moving accordingly. You know how much money they done spent to get exclusive games on the PlayStation? You know what I mean? Just for them niggas to not buy it?
Yeah.
So why you mad that you can't see all of their first party shit when you ain't support the other first party shit?
I mean, sick. This is true now.
I'm just asking.
They said they didn't. No, but look, they didn't have to buy it. Sick. It's in Game Pass. They said Microsoft don't need sales. All they care about is this subscription. Remember that?
I ain't agree with that because it's affected me.
Okay? No. It's affecting you. And you have every right to feel the way you feel, but be honest with yourself, Bari. While we go out and we buy all this shit from PlayStation, I'm talking about accessories, games, consoles, etc. The vast majority of these niggas that be loudmouths and fucking spaces and shit like that ain't doing none of that.
Ain't buying nothing. They playing the shit on PlayStation.
They ain't supporting
Plus.
nothing. They got all of these needs and wants, but they not supporting the games for real.
No, they not buying it. See,
we gotta quit pretending like all PlayStation games, because you gotta remember a lot of gamers who were Xbox gamers are now PlayStation gamers. They didn't buy on Xbox. You think they buying on PlayStation? They loud as fuck now. They loud as hell. But they ain't buying shit. You hit them 3 years later talking about some, wow, Days Gone was so great.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh shit, I see it all the time, man. I see it on Twitter.
Oh yeah, it'd be like, yo, why nobody told me about this game?
They'll start hyping up an old game, and then you realize they just dropped it in PlayStation Plus.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I say I don't trust them, dog. I don't trust PlayStation, quote unquote, PlayStation gamers, bro. I can't trust them, bro, because I know that they're not out here buying.
Something sick. A guy I work with, he's a PlayStation fan. He loves PlayStation. He's telling me he just not playing. He bought Forza at full price, right? And talking about how amazing it is, right? But told me that he's just not playing The Last of Us Part 1 because he found out it was in PlayStation Plus.
I mean, that's what I said.
I said, you never played Last of Us? He said, man, that shit was like $60. I just didn't want to buy it, man. He said, but they got it in the subscription now, so I'm going to check it out. I said, you just bought Forza. He said, yeah, but, you know, they bringing out an Xbox game and PlayStation that I've been wanting. Okay.
He's an Xbox gamer, bro. That's what he is.
You think it is what he is?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
He might be. He said he don't have an Xbox, though. He might have used to have one, though.
There's no other fan base that's more loyal than a Nintendo fan base, bro. Nintendo don't give a fuck about none of that. They gonna buy the Nintendo games. They don't care if the Switch 2 was the Switch 1, but with a bigger screen. They don't care, bro. The Switch games could have been 30 frames, bro. They gonna enjoy their joint, and they gonna love their joint, bro. That's just what it is.
Yo, this nigga, Uni the Sensei, that nigga.
Oh yeah, he going crazy. But we warned him.
That's your man's, man. What the fuck happened to him, bro? Who hurt him? Who over at Xbox hurt him, bro?
Feeling terrible.
Between him and Crap Gamer, I don't know which one of them boys been hurt the most, man. Crap Gamer was crying, talking about Phil need to be fired, nigga. Like, say what?
Yo, Crap Gamer went on like a 2-week rant that's atting Phil Spencer every day.
Phil should have blocked his ass if he ain't already did so.
And then, yo, you know what's the funny part? Xbox is showing you their cards. They're showing you what they're about. Phil gonna come out and do another vague, you gotta interpret for a 6 weeks interview. And then they're just gonna keep putting the games on PlayStation. It's like what Phil said. Nah, bro, it's over, man. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
I'm out here doing console war tweets. Hey, shout out to Chris Ratchett, man. He had to remind me, bro. He was like, "Yo, Bart, man, the console war is over between Xbox and PlayStation." I was like, "Yo, you know what, bro? You right, man. You right. It's not even fair now, bro. It's over. The GG."
It is all right. All right. Well, we have made it to the end of the show, guys. I appreciate you guys for coming through. It's been a blast. But I need to get on with the rest of my life. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Because Summer Games Fest is happening. And that IO Interactive thing happening too.
I'm looking forward to Summer Games Fest this year. Looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to all of these PlayStation shows, bro. I'm looking forward to every last PlayStation show that's happening right now.
Yo, did you see Zuby's tweet?
Which one?
Zuby had a tweet where he had like the PlayStation Showcase, Summer Games Fest, and Xbox Games, whatever they calling it. And then at the bottom it says equal to PlayStation Showcase.
Yo, that's the same thing that Uni put up there too.
Oh, did he?
I'm gonna show it to you right now. I was literally just looking at it. That's why I was like, "What's up with your mans? What's going on?" See, what a great time to be a gamer. And then he got the Spider-Man meme where dude had on the glasses.
He had the Spider-Man one. He had the Spider-Man in there.
Nah, honestly, that show was definitely great. Like I say, to me, honestly, if I take my hatred for what they did with Ghost of Yotei out of there, it was a 9 for me. It was a 9 for me. 8.75 with what they did with Ghost of Yotei, but there's 14 games that I'm looking forward to buying and a possible fight stick. It's impossible for me to say that it was a bad show. But again, like I said, I don't think people like video games anymore. I think that's where I think that's where we heading, to the point where people just don't like video games no more.
When it comes to devices like a fight stick and stuff like that, or like a controller, when you have it in your mind, it's possible. It's most likely you're just gonna get it, bro. You're just gonna get it. It's like, yo, it's already in my brain. It's instilled in my brain. I'm just gonna get it and try it out.
I'm gonna give it a try. It might be one of them things where I buy it and probably use it maybe a few times and never use it again, but I'll give it a try. I don't see what could possibly go wrong.
What makes it cool is that it's a fight stick that's fully surrounded around that PlayStation. So it turns on your PlayStation. Is why, like, I'm definitely.
Don't they all do that? Don't all of those PlayStation things got the ones that are made for the PlayStation, they got like a button, like a PS button? No?
They got a PS button, but you can't, like, say your console is in rest mode or is off, you can't turn on the console from that PS button. You press the PS button, so you can switch. You got to switch over to the fight stick. Here it's just like built in. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be cool.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, that's a wrap for me, guys. I am getting out of here, and y'all boys be easy. Appreciate you coming through and explaining, Bari, and appreciate everybody, all the super chats and everything like that. It's been, like I said, I can't wait to come back tomorrow, man, because that Summer Games Fest is gonna be like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I know he just sent me the stuff saying that I was approved to co-stream, but ain't no real approval process with that, nigga. He just sent out an email like, yeah, so we got your email, bro. So
every year we get approved for Jeff Keighley co-stream, and then we still get hit with copyright. So I don't know.
Nah, you know what happened? You get hit with them, but they get taken away. I know, because I literally saw that shit in real time. I saw it in real time. I went to go and edit some copyright shit out, and it was already gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to look back and see the last ones or whatnot.
Yeah, but I know they're gonna have a lot of music in there, so but whatever, it don't really matter. I'm gonna keep it up anyway. Yeah. All right. We out of here.